Are you really sure? Are you positive you want to do this, man?
I know it's bad too. Mountain Dew limited edition 2022 mystery flavor voodoo.
Dude. Look, I was just saying you can grab a beverage if you want. There was one there was one energy drink left, and I was like, oh fuck, that's my last guru. Okay.
I'm not sure, bro.
No. And then, someone at MagFest was like, oh, but do you dare? And I was like, well, here, let's see. Let me put this in the bag. We'll do a little fucking rinse and such. So it has been rinsed, and I have at the very least made sure that it's clean and contaminant free from the outside of the can. As far as the inside of the can goes, I cannot promise anything.
Oh, it would be my second time inside that can.
Oh yeah,
and I know it's bad.
Like, in general, or like
no, it's bad.
Mountain Dew in general, because I mean, like
Mountain Dew.
I talked about the irregular nature of Baja Blast and whatever the fuck was happening.
The room was so smelly, man, and I was like, "What is that? Is this like toilet cleaner? Is this like perfume? What's going on?" And you pointed at the blue thing on top of the counter, and I was like, "Oh my god,
dude!" Like, I mean, in addition to the part where, so I just got some lore the other day because, someone explained how the reason why Mountain Dew even exists apparently is because in certain states, when they're making soda, you could copyright or trademark certain flavor combinations. So everything that was that was carbonated lime or lemon was essentially had to be like Sprite or whatever the thing was at the time back in the day. And so the attempt to get so Mountain Dew was an attempt to get a lemon lime flavor without using lemons or limes. So like they created a synthesized completely different thing using different types of citrus and chemicals, and as a result you have an approximation of what a robot thinks lemon lime soda might taste like, and that's Mountain Dew.
I see.
And it skirts around the stupid laws that should never have been there to begin with, because dumb shit like that is par for the course in North American copyright law and so on. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, Mountain Dew is one of those sodas I dismissed very early on as a teenager, and I was like, this is too weird. So I know this is a million times worse than the original thing.
I don't know what the fuck that is, dude.
Someone
in the audience. Oh, hold on. That came back from long distance, so we got to make sure that I assume that it's been,
All right, because we got spillers in the house.
We got spillers in the house.
Spillers in the house.
We got people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. What's up? Welcome.
Excuse me, she says.
Welcome to WoolieVS whatever. We're back, 2023.
Dude, how long does it take to open, man?
Well, I'm just making sure. Also, do you know how to do it without causing catastrophe? Because there's
I just assume like if it hasn't been shaken,
there's
with a cake pan shaker.
I don't trust.
That's fair.
Here,
you got your chips bag tech, and you got your can tech.
No, I verified it. There we go.
Right. Thank you.
Initial release. We're all good.
Eating your chips and your soda like a champ.
Mystery flavor Mountain Dew.
You want to sniff?
I can't identify it. I don't know what it is. There's the carbonation.
It smells like a urinal cake.
That is a flavor I didn't know I knew until you identified it. Oh boy.
I'm sorry, Mountain Dew Company. I don't know who. Jesus.
I mean, look, I'm sorry because I was offering a beverage and I didn't know we were going for content. I was just going for like, hey, You got some water over there. That's
you
cool.
want some sugar?
Well, no, it's more like usually we have a couple of fucking brews or whatever, you know. And I was like,
Pepsi Company,
or like a cider or something. I was just thinking we could do that or whatever, but you.
It's been a while. I was unprepared.
Yeah, because I usually
would cider.
I put the poisons on the bottom shelf because whenever someone fucks up an order where I'm like, hey, can you send me like, you know, some sugar-free whatever, and then they just like, I don't know or care what you just said. Here's a Coke. I just put them on the bottom shelf, but. That's actually
this is bottom shelf stuff.
That was bottom shelf stuff that was delivered, hand delivered, Death Stranding style.
I think I think cotton candy from Faygo was better.
Okay.
Which is pretty terrible.
Okay. So already we're starting mid.
Fucking bottom tier.
Okay. Okay. We're going back in. Let it settle.
Like when it's not fun to put in your mouth, you know? Like I'm gonna finish it, but
you're not gonna want to reach for it.
Yeah, exactly. I might forget about it and it might take a while.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
I'll have my lemon water here.
Well, I appreciate you know, you tanking the hit on that one, because I mean it was gonna sit there till either you or Min, you know, like, and
poor Min.
Yeah, I mean,
man,
Min doesn't care though. He doesn't fucking that dude.
Min is on the Faygo boat, I think.
He doesn't give a fuck.
He is
dude.
Cotton candy, he loves it.
Oh yeah, no. He will just ingest all the most ridiculous, insane nonsense chemical flavors and then just be like, yippee-ki-yay, I'm peeing rocks. Like he will like he will have no problem.
What are you doing in the bathroom, sir?
Like he has no problem.
Faygo party.
And to that, I commend the bravery, because I couldn't do it. I'm terrified of that situation. You know, it just happened to some people I know, and it ain't great, man. So, and a dog happened to a dog I know.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Man, dogs drinking Faygo? It's not good.
Don't
give Faygo to your dogs.
No, maybe not that. Yeah. Hi everybody, welcome. What's going on?
What's up?
Hope you're having a decent Friday night. If not, that's too bad, because we're about to make it worse. Welcome. Shikari 21 got a blunt rolled up for this. What a good night. Oh yeah, what's good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Backwoods Special Sweets. What you got?
Official government branded, distributed with a seal on it.
No, I don't trust
government approval.
I don't trust that.
mean,
I don't trust the government with pre-rolled joints or blunts or whatever.
They're there. They're out there, and people are lined up all day.
You don't know what the government's putting in there.
Yeah. Right. Now we're getting, yeah, okay.
Don't touch my weed, Trudeau.
Yeah,
don't touch my weed. I don't trust no shit.
For something, Reggie's like, well, I don't fucking get it. Just bring it, give it all of it. And for other things, now you're alert. Now you're paying attention to the news, huh? Now you're reading the newspaper every morning.
Stocks went down. Government meddling in some shit. That's not cool.
God, yeah. It's anyways, it's incredible. I mean, I do commend that, like, the air of how burnt you are on most occasions has somehow not quite yet made it out there. People don't quite know how fucking roasted you are.
I don't talk much
at all times.
I don't talk much,
you know. So, but here's to another one of you know, letting people get to that eventually. You know,
one day.
Goddamn, dude.
Sponsored by Wheat Maps. Like, fucking sure.
Yeah, this stream sponsored by the Getting High Break. Cushy dreams. Yeah. And before you know it, hey, Kratom. Start fucking
Whoa.
like all you know all the sponsorships that are going around and everything, and you a hop, skip, and a jump, and first you do a little bit of CBD here, and you get a little weed over there, and before you know it, like, hey, buy this product that is illegal in Canada, probably.
Oh,
You know. Anyways, Bruiser12, how you doing? Almost a year and a half. Keep it up, dude. Thank you. What's up, dude? Welcome. Thanks for the 17 months. Oz Rabbit, how you doing? Time for Slop, Glorious Slop with a cherry on top. Can't wait to see what nonsense is coming up this time around, and the clippable moments are sure to spawn the memes in the not-so-distant future. Have fun. Thank you. Yes, we are, in fact, approaching the end of the list for I suppose, 2022. This is cleanup, right? I think after this point, if we do well.
Are we far? We're almost done?
I think, idea. So here's what we got, right?
So this was locked, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is we've got
interesting.
This was locked. We have not updated in about 2 sessions, and looks like we could do it if if we keep a decent pace, you know, or if whatever else goes on. I don't know, but or not even a decent pace. If we are like horrified enough to skip past a bunch of shit, we can also make it too. We'll see, but whatever the case may be, yeah, we're gonna probably hit a point where next time around we can start the re-ep fresh for 2023.
I wonder if people have been saving up playlists suggestions and stuff.
I mean,
I'm waiting eagerly.
I would not be surprised, you know. But the new year, fresh new trash.
No, but you gotta look at this Fate video.
Yeah, I mean, I already got those directly, you know, and I saw some stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool animation. Yeah, there's some cool stuff there. Right on, you know. But it's coming. Cool MYC, how you doing? Or Cool Mike, let the pray to shitty videos commence. Can't wait for fate to ruin it. Let's see. Hey man, every single time, lest we forget, before you know, I'm sitting here arms wide open. Yes. I'm ready to receive,
you were taught,
as I was taught. Yeah. Man, I'm you know, I came in off the Type Moon train. You know, I was there at the beginning of Tsukihime. Motherfuckers don't know. Or if they do know, they forgot. Or maybe they just don't from a long time ago. But like,
some of us don't want to know.
Yeah. You know, that was one of those bits where I'm like, okay, I heard about that game, never didn't give a fuck. And then Melty Blood dropped. And I was like, oh, let me get on that. An early ass version 1 Melty Blood. I was in there.
You were ready.
And then after that, I went in on the Tsukihime anime. So like, you know, I got a little bit of that Naru going on in my past. Back when I was watching seasons of whatever. And then, you know, the follow-up series, Fate Stay Night, was announced, and I was like, oh, okay, well, hopefully they get hopefully
have fun,
a cool thing out of that, you know. And then some friends watching were like, oh yeah, it's cool stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, well, that's a thing. And then it just exploded, and I was like, oh wow, the second thing blew up, not the first thing. That's crazy, you know. That doesn't always happen. Everyone, like, I don't know, have you guys had moments like that where it's like you following something and then like that thing is like a bit of a hit, but then like the next thing just fucking annihilates? Nier, if you're a fan of Nier and you watched those original games, yeah, Drakengard, and then that.
So the originals were still good, and then the second one blew up?
So Nier is a weird story because basically, like, there's some old games called Drakengard 1, 2, and 3 that were like old and weird, and like gameplay was not their strong point, but the story was like creepy and unique enough that it was compelling.
Okay.
Right? And like there's a lot of weird points, but when you put them all together, they were just like, what the fuck? It was just unique. And a lot of people were like, oh, this is cool. So there's a flavor to that like established, you know, Yoko Taro.
Okay.
And then Nier was like the new game that came out on the original Xbox, or 360 rather. That was like, after all that series, it was a new series about, you know, old man and he's trying to save his daughter, or if you're in Japan, brother trying to save his sister. And it was like one of those bits where it's like loosely connected, but like in a whole sort of like ethereal way. but in a pretty cool way if you like those types of things. And then that game also was like pretty obscure, you know. So it was an obscure series into an obscure spiritual successor, and then the follow up being Nier Automata, which didn't even have to be called Nier really because it could have been its own thing, but you know they connected it regardless. Is fucking through the roof, you know, and now everything going backwards on his career is like, oh shit, let's go back and see it, and you can draw the connections there. Yeah, that's a huge example of that.
That's sick.
Yeah, I feel like that's happened a couple times in my life, you know.
I don't know for games, but like movies like Terminator and Aliens, I feel like the first one was like, wow, this is great. Yeah, Cameron. Oh,
it's Cameron.
It's printing money. Yeah, it's printing money. Never mind. That's just cheating.
Cameron jumps in and turns and it becomes something else there.
Damn, maybe I should watch Avatar 2.
I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna go alone because Punch Mom hasn't seen. No? Well, she hasn't seen one, and it's like if you're gonna watch one, but you're not gonna see it in 3D, what's the point? So it's kind of like, damn, okay. But I do want to know what happens before it leaves theaters, so I'm just gonna go alone. Fuck it, we'll figure it out.
Maybe if they announce the return of Avatar 1 in 3D, I'll contact Punch Mom and be like, yo, let's go watch this shit.
They just did before this one.
All right. Oh man,
they did just do that so that people could come back and catch it.
Oh, I'll see you for Avatar 3 then.
Fuck it, we'll just catch Puss in Boots instead. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh bro, the epic, how you doing? Hype, what's up? The sickest sack, slop time, gin and roses, where we slopping, boys? Man of answers, how you doing? Hope you're having a good week. Wanted to ask if you've ever played any of the Ace Combat games before. The OST is pretty goated. Yes, the Ace Combat games, I am very well aware how goated that OST is, because if you look back, you would notice I've used it copious amounts of times. I've used it back in the original Scrub Lords intro and finale. I used it in the intro to Table Lords. I used it in multiple places in Fighterpedia. I used it in a bunch of projects over the course of the history of WoolieVS have just been littered with Ace Combat music. So make no mistake, I know all about how amazing that is. In terms of getting through them, yeah, back in the Quick Look era, I took a stab at it and I did extremely poorly because I had a very hard time learning how to pilot the planes. And I've played a bunch of I played a bunch of Wing Commander back in the day. My experience with like those types of games, dogfighting and stuff, is like Wing Commander, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter back in the day, and then like
Top Gun on NES.
I didn't play a ton of that. I mean, Afterburner, you know, was a big one, certainly. And then, but like the first ones I remember were Chuck Yeager's Air Combat for the fucking 386.
Supersonic.
Right? It was when we bought our first computer, which was a 386. It had Chuck Yeager's Air Combat on it, and that was like pre-installed. So I learned how to play that shit. I played some old ass fucking shooters and you know, got the hang of that. But Ace Combat is like, you know, it's not like flight simulator level, but it's certainly asking you to do quite a bit more. And I didn't know what I was in for. So as we, you know, might infamously recall, I just played horribly and everyone hated it, and it was like, that was bad, and I was like, I'm sorry. You know, so I don't
have enough time with it.
I don't know what to say. I would like to give it a crack again some point. Maybe I can, you know, learn how to fly decently, and once I know how to do that, I can jump back in on a video. But as far as that goes, it was just nonstop. Dear God, this is bad to watch. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying. I don't know, you know, so we'll have to go learn before I take a look again, I suppose. But I'm definitely interested because those games look fucking cool, and they're full of that dry ass Tekken story mode narrative.
Okay,
it's the exact same thing. To Tekken story mode in 8 was or in 7 was just doing a you know, one of their typical stories. So Exilator, how you doing? Oh boy, I'm an EU nutter, so these streams completely up my sleep schedule. Oh well, love whenever Reggie sprinkles in some Japanese now and then. I smile every time. Okay. Oh word. See, that's yeah, okay, because yeah. Because that's one of those bits where I'm like, yeah, I know. And like, I used to do that too a good bit. And I still do to some degree. But like, I'm definitely like, I'm like, what's the comedic value versus hypothetical weeb cringe value? And I make a quick decision in my head. And then I go, yeah, let's go with it. It'll be funny, right? What's the setting? Is it an actual, let's say, you know, like, is it an actual Japanese action game?
Yeah.
Where it'd be more appropriate? Maybe not. Is it Disco Elysium? Fuck it. You know, exactly. Like, is it a completely out of place setting? Yeah, let's lean in. Let's swerve that way on it. You got to make a quick call on it. No, Windows, shut the fuck up.
Snooze for a surprise reboot.
When's Woolie versus The Sims? Oof, I don't know about that one, buddy. When's Woolie versus Ring Fit Adventure? Well, I'll have you know that the Ring is right over there, and the Ring Fit Adventure copy is on the Switch, and I just never booted it up because guess what? I'm like 99% of the people that bought those health games. I just fucking couldn't be arsed, you know? And now that I am getting healthier, I've found a better alternative.
Yeah.
You know? So unfortunately, Ring Fit Adventure is going to continue to collect dust. Like, yeah, today I was just telling Reggie, like, I did a fucking full 12-round, like, boxing challenge on the Light Boxer machine.
Full on.
It was pretty fucking sick, too. And it was, you know, like, yeah, just 12 rounds, hip-hop mix, you know, doing, like, sweat pool on the floor. All that shit was in there, you know. Panda, right? Like, good mix on the tracks. You know, even closed it out with some Voldemort. He who shall not be known. You know, some good Kanye tracks coming in at the end.
I was like, which one?
Yeah.
They like
no.
3 canceled artists.
Yeah. The man is a fool, but god damn, there are some fucking amazing tracks.
Yep.
You know, so we did a full 12-round thing, and I kind of got out of that going, oh shit, this is like a machine on the wall, so this isn't even real. And I know how gassed I got doing 3 rounds of sparring in the past with Hunter. So like the 12-round experience, going the full distance, as they say, is like, you are a beast. If you can come out of that standing on your feet, you're a beast. Conditioning through the roof, you know. Anyways, so that to me is way more fun than Ring Fit Adventure, you know. So I'm probably not going to go back on that. But when's Woolie versus Hearts of Iron 4? Oh God,
what is that?
Oh, I know. I've heard. You didn't think I would have heard. I've heard about Hearts of Iron 4. What is that? That is for people. Oh, Reggie, when I start talking about World War I or II history, do you get a huge boner with the idea of history or what could have been? If I start talking about alternate realities,
hypotheticals like the Man in the High Castle type of thing?
If I start talking about alternate realities to real history and like real ass, you know, war with just like not just the battles, but the you know, feeding your troops, the front lines, the supply lines, history. Does that just get you fucking rock hard?
Rock hard.
Do you just like, you know, do you pop off at that idea? Because if so, oh boy, have I got a game for you. And not just a game, but a fan base.
Oh,
boy, have I got a fan base.
That's always
for
the best thing about everything.
Oh
usually.
yeah, oh yeah, man. If you like in the middle of the night, you're just having wet dreams about logistics. You're just like, oh
yeah,
oh.
Turn on my side, you know.
Logistics. Hearts of Iron 4 might be for you. I've heard. I've certainly caught. It's a whole thing. And then once you get really good at the game, you know what the final level is?
What is it?
You exceed beyond the game, and you start making real life political commentary about how the landscape of war should be handled, and what kind of systems we need in real life. Because once your game knowledge is maxed out, time to take that shit IRL, bro. right? The final level of Hearts of Iron 4 New Game Plus.
Oh no.
You know the deal. You
Oh,
know what's
no.
up, man. Yeah.
That's a bit intense.
It's a bit much.
That's a bit too much.
It's a little bit much.
Keep it contained, you know, in the game.
I don't know that I would be able to take that level of, you know, history fetishization. I don't know. Whatever. History boners. I don't know that I'd be able to get the history boner up in order to enjoy it, but I've heard. Maybe one day, just out of curiosity, it'll be like, what's going on over here, you know? Because it's not to imply that history isn't interesting. It certainly can be, but yeah, I mean, dude, like, I guess there's a place you don't want to end up, right? You don't want to end up as I just described, nor do you want to end up on the War Thunder forums. And people who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. But there's a game called War Thunder.
Okay.
It's a fucking whatever, like probably phone game or some shit. I don't know what type of game it is, but it's called War Thunder, and it has highly realistic war weaponry and whatchamacallit, simulation stuff.
Like
in it.
too realistic?
Super duper duper realistic, to the point where people that are simulation war game fans will, you know, congregate and discuss the accuracy of weaponry, missiles, types of helicopters, tanks.
A bit of celebrating of
No, not that direction. Not
no?
that you cannot predict where this is going. I see you try to head it off at the
tried.
pass. I see you try to look down the road and be like,
oh,
are we getting some weird like apologia down the road? And it's like, no, not even that, right? There's certainly those people amongst the, you know, the groups, and there's people that always talk about, you know, the you know, Hugo Boss, snazzy dressing, you know, there's always those people. But
okay.
And you know what I mean, I'm not going to pretend that there aren't some aesthetically that's not the point. The point is this: there are people that are getting on these forums that are arguing about the accuracy of weaponry, and to win arguments with people who disagree with them, they are leaking real world American security documents about helicopters, missiles, and tanks to prove themselves right in an internet argument. And the leaking of these documents onto the internet is absolutely classified as treasonous, insane breach of security.
How far will you go to win an internet argument?
But god damn it, they're right.
My country, second place. I will back everything on this.
When you're right, you're right. You're going to bed sleeping comfortably because you know you're right, and you owned everybody, including the future security, perhaps, of your nation. But hey, you proved your fucking point. People with access to classified documents posting them live.
You can be in solitary confinement, but you won that argument.
And it happened, and they banned and deleted everything, and anything relating to that was, they had a rule about it.
Yeah, but of course someone picked it up.
And then it happened again a couple days ago, and it happened a third time between fucking the last 48 hours or so, because they can't stop. And this is where you're like, right, you're dealing with, I mean, if it's not
7 times,
it's insane, right? So this is the thing now. You have to go there. It happens so frequently that there's either two pictures you can paint. One, there is a group of people who hilariously are so insane about their war game simulation that they can't possibly just walk away from an argument, and they have to go into classified documents and post them to be like, shut the fuck up, look, I'm right? Or like Moscow and Beijing are just file swapping back and forth with like fake arguments going on, and it just happens to be taking place over the course of this War Thunder game forum. I don't know. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the person trolling might be an agent and then the person angry might just be insane, and you get the best of both worlds, where they're getting trolled by people who want to get national security violations collected, and the other person just won't take an L.
Wow. Okay.
Incredible. It's kind of incredible. Yeah.
Fun times.
Imagine trillions of dollars in defense tech and research going up because someone will not take an L. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, look, we've all argued on the internet sometimes. I've had a couple of fierce ones. I remember one of the biggest ones I got into. I talked about it many times, but I got into a big dumb flame war on a forum because someone was like dying on the hill, like a dead serious aggressively dying on the hill back in the day, like decades ago, that Oro only had one arm.
Oh.
And I'm like, I know for a fact, and this was back in the time of no real resources to go just grab the screenshot. Yeah. So the problem was you're arguing in an early internet.
Yeah.
I can't just go Google.
You're at home, that person is like but nowhere, Wisconsin. And you're like, I would take out my Dreamcast right now.
Go
show you the supers.
You don't have the game. No one has the game. Go down to the arcade, spend the quarters, put the money in, mash till you get a bar, fight the computer, do a level 3. He has to, like, it was it was a war.
And the guy's like, well, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Clearly the design is meant for one. He never does it. I've seen his, like,
I've seen all his moves.
He didn't know that because Oro's the only character with the level 3s outside of Akuma, right? The unique multi-bar things. Yeah. And he didn't even know that was a concept. And it was just a whole thing. And I'm like, I was one finger typing. I was so mad, dude. Because I was so right. I was so right. Righter than ever. To the point where decades later, I still remember it and bring it up for the third time.
And maybe that person is watching you right now.
I mean, if I know, I remember the name.
Oh, no, don't expose people. Though.
I remember the name.
That's how invested you were.
Let me see. Do you follow me? Let me look to see if you even follow me.
That would be crazy.
Because I remember the name of the FGC member who fucking wouldn't stop.
Yo, I hope their DMs are open.
Let me see. Because that would be really funny if so.
Just message request. Do you remember? YouTube link to Oro Super. Do you remember? Do you remember? He's like, huh? Who's this guy?
Do you remember? Yeah. I know. Okay. No, probably might have left the FGC.
Damn.
Let me do a quick. Nothing on Twitter. Let me check Google. Let me check Google real quick. Yeah, no. The pettiest. The dumbest and the pettiest shit, dude. Okay.
So there are some names like that you remember.
Yeah, or maybe they switched tags to something else.
Yeah.
That always happens too. That's possible. All right. We'll leave it be. For now. But hey, I did not risk national security getting into my dumb Twitter fights. Or not even Twitter, pre-Twitter, like fucking forum shit.
This forum.
Forums
were wild.
Have you ever gotten into like a really bad flame war?
No, because I would dodge stupid people. And if they would say something wrong, then if they don't know, they don't know. And if it's an opinion, then what can you do?
But if you were getting ad-hommed, like personally attacked for being an idiot, despite knowing how right you were, right?
I don't know how I would react.
And when you know that they're not trolling, that's the other bit too. Because nowadays trolling is very clear.
That's very true.
Right. But in a time when you know they weren't trolling,
I don't know how I would react.
Okay, but you've never had one of those. Okay,
I got lucky. I was disciplined usually.
Good. Usually. You stayed pure. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that was back at a time when I was like really afraid of the internet, so I would not fuck with people. And the crazy people, you don't interact with them. I remember back on Smashboards,
Yeah.
someone used my first name, and I was like, "Don't use my first name."
Oh,
Because people don't know my first name. They don't know who I am. You're really reading my information. That's the only time that I was
doxing. Okay.
That's the only time that I was like, "Don't."
Okay.
Don't
okay.
do
Was
that.
this in the back room?
No, not
No,
even.
not
It was like
even.
Montreal Threads, you know.
Okay,
like I was like,
okay.
"Oh, don't use my name, man."
That's funny.
Like 2005 or something. I was just
Interesting.
a kid. I didn't know anything about the internet. I thought people were real people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
acted like people were real people, and I never got into like big fights like that. No.
Have you ever made a fucking you ever made a fake account and like came in on somebody or like argued or some bullshit or just that level of no? Okay.
No,
all right.
that's
all right.
stupid.
All right. Yeah. It's the saddest shit
That's
ever.
stupid.
God bless. Okay. Good.
Yeah, no. That's you.
Because I just that for me is just like I'm remembering the era of like Mugen, you know, and like the Mugen community was as well. Like that's a big part of where I spent my time. It's a lot of fighting game boards back in the day, and then Mugen boards specifically. And like there were some people that just like, I mean, when somebody like created their own OC and lived in the world of their OC,
That's hype though. That's really hype. The people that really believe in themselves and they're superheroes, they're actually Link. They're actually Paul Phoenix. Yo, that is so sick.
Okay, I wasn't even going there. I was going somewhere else because that sounds like some wild Smash children shit. That is fucking 14-year-olds discussing Smash Brothers that are like unable to, that they just got finished playing with their toys, with their guys. They're playing with their guys and then they got on the internet and started typing.
Yeah.
Right? And then they waited for mom to get off the phone so they could dial up and like use their fucking 28.8 modem to go type in what they wanted. No, like that's wild level shit. And there's people who are like that, who are like in character the entire time. And that going back in the day, that was just like, oh my God. But I'm talking about like, in the world of Mugen, you had people who were like that, who were like in OC all the time and whatever, RP or blah. But then they made their character.
Yeah.
And their character was also a playable, downloadable thing, which you then could look at and go, this sucks, and you stole all your code and you just really badly edited a bunch of other people's work here.
They were just trying to express themselves.
And you think that this weird pink, green, neon fucking magenta monster is like the coolest thing in the world.
Sonic with X's Mega Buster.
It's Your Name the Hedgehog, you know, all of that. And like, when you go, guys, you're stealing some shit and this sucks, it's like the deepest cut in the world.
Yeah.
Because
they're just trying to be.
Sure, they stole some code, but also, this is their OC.
Yeah.
It's the deepest cuts, man. So like, yeah, those wars would last and like shatter forums and split them into like sides, and people would go make their groups here and there and shit. And, you know, and at the end of the day, when it came to like code stuff as well, it was like most of the time it was like, just, you know, give a heads up or give an acknowledgement of some kind. But like people that would just, you know, anyway, there's a whole bit about that when it came to the Mugen world of just like there's like using a function because you want your character to have like an Aegis reflector. And then there's like, I've wholesale lifted half of this character and pasted it over here, you know. Shameless. But feelings got hurt, man. It was a thing, you know. Anyways, okay. All right. That's funny. Yeah.
That's what people just like super normal in real life. Like, you know the guy, you see him every day. And then he goes on the forums and he's like, you tremble when I enter the arcade. You know who I am. You can't stop me. Don't even front. Just go in.
Cutting promos.
Cutting promos on the forums. And you're like, yo, this guy is a boss, man. You can't hate. You can't hate. You see him at the arcade. Yo, what's up? Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah. Few games? Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, and then there's like the MTLSF characters that are like that. You know, that's way later than 2000 and aughts. That's getting into like a couple minutes ago. Oh my god, the posting. Yeah. Although, Jesus Christ, man. Like, okay, once you get a little too modern, you can just go back to, like, Shoryuken forums, and, like, that shit's still up there. It's,
yeah. Unfortunately.
And it usually results in a money match, or, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Blood being drawn, or whatever. Right? Yeah. Did I tag you back in the day when the time I quote unquote killed that guy, when the dude was talking mad shit about shit that never happened?
No.
Read my lips.
Okay.
Did I tag you
Okay,
in that chapter?
I was not tagged.
Okay, all right. Yeah, all right. But you heard about it.
But I heard
about it. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, good times.
Good times. Yuribo26, how you doing? Special events. Define special. Well, we're doing it.
This is pretty special.
It's special.
We're not just talking.
Yeah.
This is not the hot tubs, pools, and beaches.
No hot tubs just yet.
So, special event?
Soon.
There's that glamour to it still.
Not soy, how you doing? Slop stream, Sonny says. You deny your stream its purpose. It yearns to bathe in the money of your subs, but you hold it back. Oh yeah, no, we're shooting the shit. We're getting there. There's some fun chats to be had. The point, the slop is also ahead, but the point is this, you know. The point is fucking Friday night. We just chilling. Fun times. Water Stealer, how you doing? Yo, Wolves, thought about doing another Skullgirls Get Into Fighting Games now that Black Dahlia is out. Want to play some sets against you and not Reggie like last time. Good luck with the Beatus. Getting back on keto soon myself. Also itching for another. Woolie will figure it out. Good luck. Thank you, Water Stealer.
Oh, good
Appreciate
words.
that. I didn't know Black Dahlia was out. Actually, I did know. I forgot. A lot of stuff going on in fighting games.
So many things.
Yeah, I would love to. In fact, I would love to be playing them like right now, for example. But this is what we try to do with the schedule. So the only way to get things done, sometimes you got to sacrifice the things you love for the things you hate. But nonetheless, but it's what the people want. Yeah, no. We're gonna get back to fighting games. Again, it's been a minute, and there's a lot building up, and I fucking miss them. So we gotta get back, including like Monday. I'm doing commentary on the what is it? The beginners Sajam tournament. I think cool. Is going on. So I'm gonna be, I'll tweet about that. But I'm gonna be doing some commentary for that. But like, yeah, getting back to playing them it's an itch, you know. But we're playing the game, aren't we?
We are playing the game.
The algorithm battle continues, and see that number right there? Cut that down by 85%, and like those people are like, "Yo, let's get some games." So, you know, be real. You know who you are. You wouldn't be here if you saw two life bars floating above the screen. If you clicked in and you saw some shit going on and us being like, "Oh, having fun, doing the thing," you heard the click. You heard one little button just go click, 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 click. You'd be fucking gone.
Take that earphone.
You'd be out.
Nope, gone.
Click in, click out. Just ripping the headphones off. You'd be disgusted. Out here in a minute. You
following
know exactly
tab.
Who you
WoolieVS. Click, click, click. Following tab. Click, click in
not
the corner.
Even,
click, 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 click.
The preview,
Amaranth. Let's
the preview thumbnail. The preview thumbnail. They'd see two life bars at the top. They wouldn't even click in it. They'd just see that on the like, "Hey, what's going on? Woolie's live." You see that shit? Out. Not even once. All right. Your Uncle Kevin, how you doing? Voltage, not Baja Blast, is the best flavor of Mountain Dew.
Voltage, not Baja Blast.
Firm, not diarrhea, is the best version.
But not too firm. Right? You don't want Code Red either.
Consistency.
You know?
Manita, how you doing? Hey, I know you're focusing on your health, so I don't want to push anything you wouldn't want. A while back ago, I asked what a WoolieVS cocktail would be, and you said something with cider. Recently, I made an apple pie vodka-tini If you want the recipe, let me know. Thank you. That sounds delicious.
Apple pie cider vodka tini.
I am down to taste that. I mean, you know, you can live a little every once in a while, not too often. And I'm going to enter a grind phase in the near future where like everything is going to get fucking shut down. But until that point, I'd love to. That sounds great. Yeah. Hell yeah. Quick, how you doing? If we're going to talk about the government meddling, I recommend Woolie learn about the Missouri cheese caves, where the United States government kept several million pounds of emergency cheese.
Wait, kept or keeps? Is it present or past?
Keeps.
Ah!
Government cheese. Damn.
And you know it's like not the best cheese either. Has to be the cheese that lasts.
Okay, like we can only talk so much shit. But because like we got emergency government maple syrup, we have emergency supplies of syrup.
I'm down with that.
But at the same time, it's syrup versus cheese. Okay, when the times
syrup
get tough,
lasts for a long time.
When times get tough, y'all got cheese. We got syrup. So, you know, and if I'm not mistaken. Remember the syrup heist?
Yeah.
You didn't hear about that? A couple years ago,
people were like smuggling syrup across the border.
Someone smuggled a fuck ton of syrup. What was the amount? It was crazy.
Like it depends what kind of cheese you have, but I know it's definitely that American Velveeta orange paste that they're keeping, not the good cheese.
The Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist lasted several months in 2011 and 2012. Nearly 3,000 tons of maple syrup, valued at $18 million, was stolen from a storage facility in Quebec. The Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist.
I'd make a movie about that.
Right? And if I'm not mistaken, there was discussion that after that time, they had to unlock the emergency coffers for their shipments. They had to open up the emergency syrup supply. Whoa. You know, because 3,000 tons of syrup went missing. So that was when I found out we've got an emergency syrup supply. Godlike.
Yo, when times get rough, man.
It's great. Yeah. People also ask, who stole all the maple syrup?
Fair question. Thank you, Google.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, look, man. Like, if you got a supply, if you have to go off of having only one type of thing in abundance, well, obviously, like grain is probably the smartest thing down the line. But if you have to choose between cheese and syrup,
I mean, it depends what kind of cheese.
Yeah, but syrup can probably like,
because you can have like 15-year-old good old cheddar and 7-year-old good cheddars, but if you're talking about like the American Velveeta in a tube, like army rations or whatever,
I'm talking about survival situation.
Okay, and also syrup.
In a survival situation,
syrup is, I don't think it's going to give you enough like nutrients.
You're not getting nutrients. You are getting that your sugar intake when you're actually in a survival. Like the reason why sugar tastes good is because it was so good for us back in the times when it was rare.
Yeah.
Right. So like if you're in a situation where food is scarce, sugar is really good. Right.
Okay, but you're not here to have a good time. You're here
to
survive.
You're here to survive. So in a time of scarcity, it feels like the sugar that's when it shines, right? Because you're actually like using it for the way its intended purpose was, where it's like, this is going to be an efficient fuel source that'll last, you know, and be rewarding. Cheese.
I don't know. I'm tempted to say cheese because it's like, it's dairy, there's fat, there's...
I don't know.
Like, I don't know about the sugar. Sugar would be like temporary, like energy, but you wouldn't be able to like survive.
Reggie, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll say this. I like syrup.
Syrup is, way more fun. If we're having a party and I have to store between
I have chosen the side of syrup
and it's harder to get to.
And I'm gonna argue that point, and we'll see what happens. All right. All right. Does syrup rot? Does cheese rot?
If it's badly stored, I think cheese might rot.
How, you think cheese might rot?
If you told me storage of Canadian cheese, I would go for cheese.
How long in that storage until you have to throw the cheese out because it's past its point?
I know at the store,
it's a dairy product.
You can buy like 7-year-old cheddars,
unless it's powdered or something like that, or some wild preservation.
You can buy really old cheese out there.
Yeah, old blue cheeses, aged, like super aged, right?
Yeah, but like not years. But there is some cheddar that is for years, like 7-year cheese cheddar with wine and stuff.
What about syrup?
Syrup, I assume it would last for a long time.
Syrup.
Like 15, 20 years, maybe even more.
Syrup can last a long time.
It's still sugar, and sugar lasts, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Can you eat 10-year-old maple syrup? Unopened in a pantry or a freezer. Once opened, of course, you have you're counting it down.
Yeah,
it's unopened. Yeah, okay. All right, there's no quick answer to unopened. Opened, it's like, yeah, don't keep it more than a year or whatever.
Right.
But that we're not talking about that, right? Okay. Well,
yeah, give me on that cheese. Give me on that cheese. But if it's for the fun of it, yeah. You got one kind of syrup. Cheese is so.
If you have to, if you've got to show up to the party and bring what your country's worth, and we're all getting together at a little potluck internationally,
apples and oranges,
right? And you bring cheese and I bring syrup, motherfucker, I'm coming back with horse carts full of good shit because people want that syrup, though.
I see. The
right?
syrup, yeah. It's...
Also, don't people? Isn't American cheese the most disgusting, worst kind of cheese?
That's why I'm saying, if it's American cheese in that vault, just give me the maple syrup.
Isn't it literally the nastiest thing in the world? The last time I tasted some of that shit, it was vile. Is it?
Yo, people are fighting about whether American cheese is good or not.
The flavor American cheese?
We have other cheeses.
Yeah, we have other cheeses
we
too.
Don't hear about it.
like
you don't hear about it.
The style of cheese that is named American cheese, is that not horrendously disgusting? Am I off on that?
When I think of
because
America,
I'm pretty sure, I don't know for sure, but the last time I tasted American cheese, it was fucking vomit.
When I think of America, you know, you got the foot-long hot dogs, you got deep dish pizzas, you got beef jerky, you got baseball. I don't think about cheese. What the?
Ding dong, it's delivery. We got some hot, piping, delicious slices of pizza ready for you. We open it up. It's American cheese.
Frisbee that shit.
Literally, I don't even want to get it out of my house. Like, I'm like dead. I don't even want to taste it.
Frisbee. Just throw that. Shut the door.
Like, go
watch MILF Manor.
There's amazing cheeses that are delicious, and then there are cheeses that I'm unenthusiastic about, right? That's fine. Like,
it's a wide variety of cheeses.
Yeah, like a Kraft single is barely like a cheese, but it has its purpose on like a burger or something, right?
Grilled cheese.
But on a grilled cheese. But you're not going to make a pizza out of Kraft singles.
No.
That's what I'm saying, right? So that follow along. Like there's a logic to this, right? Like, so contextually you can be like, not in that use, but here, yes, blue cheese, really good in small pieces, maybe as a sauce for dipping for wings or on a burger, right? On a steak.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Blue cheese on a steak, fantastic. Most other circumstances, nah. Right?
Not a fan of brie?
Brie's fine in certain circumstances.
Yeah.
On a charcuterie board.
Okay.
No problem with it there.
In a sandwich?
Not as much.
Oh.
Not as much, but it's okay. Goat cheese, goated.
Goated.
Right?
You can beat it, yeah.
You know, Parmesan on pasta.
Yes, Parmesan, Emmenthal, yeah.
Right? On a nice pasta, you know, you get your shavings going. All of that, right? Swiss, oh yeah, Swiss on a sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Swiss on a sandwich, Swiss on a melt.
Yeah, okay,
right?
yeah.
Marble,
Okay.
right? The half cheddar, half mozzarella mix. Marble is delicious. That shit's good to go most of the time. Marble on a cracker, right? Old Cracker Barrel,
Yeah, the old cheddar.
Aged?
Yeah, aged.
right? A little dip of that, right? Fantastic. Where the fuck is there space for American cheese? Find me
I don't know.
one thing where you're like, that is the
Oh.
meal that needs American cheese with it.
I don't know.
I can't think of one.
Even on nachos, like, no. Not orange. Not that kind of American goop. So yeah, keep it in the vault and lose the key.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
Disgusting. KD powder. I'd rather just empty KD powder in my mouth.
And choke on it like
Unmixed.
cinnamon.
Than fucking American cheese. If that's what you guys got in the vault, good luck. See you in the apocalypse. Not. Like, come kill us then. Come kill us and take our
They're
maple
gonna come
syrup.
for a syrup.
Yeah, because that shit ain't fucking.
That's why we locked that shit
cannot
down.
barter that shit.
Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it.
You know, imagine bringing that to the bartering table in Italy is like what?
Disgraziato! Ma che fai, America? Oh,
Just, you know the face they make when you break the spaghetti in half. You know, just like
minchia.
Minya. You guys are gross. Deal with it.
Oh.
Damn. All right, there you go. Hot takes. Everyone's ignited.
Oh yeah, real hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot like cheese, American cheese. If you defend that, is on the same level as defending Fahrenheit's. Same level.
No, of course.
Everybody outside is like
Reggie. Obviously, it's the truth, but it's an identity thing, and it hurts.
it hurts.
So I can't take that.
We're
out.
sorry.
It hurts to. So no, I gotta fight back though.
We're so sorry.
I'm still. It just, you know.
You know what?
Yes, it's gross.
Don't mention it anymore.
Yes, it's gross, but it's also my identity. How dare you?
Let's not mention it anymore. All right, just like it should be.
If it wasn't called American, this conversation would be over.
Blart cheese.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Taint cheese.
Blart cheese.
If it was
Ugh.
just called taint cheese, and just be like, yeah, everyone hates taint cheese.
Yeah, but we got it stored over there. I don't know why.
Yeah,
All that
it's
taint
cheap.
cheese. Ugh.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
cheese. It goes
But
on
no,
everything.
No, you put stars and bars on it, and all of a sudden everyone's like, "That's the greatest goddamn cheese." The greatest goddamn cheese in the world.
Tears coming down streaming. Like,
How dare you? You stand up, you say the fucking Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, and you
show your taint cheese.
shove mouthfuls of that goddamn cheese in your mouth. This is America, goddammit. My president is black and my Lambo is blue.
Oh,
Devil went down to Georgia and he didn't stick around. This is God's country. How dare you insult that cheese? That's it. That's all you had to do. Where are we going? Cat and Pile Driver, how you doing? Damn, 50 months. Glad to have been here through so much. Also, don't watch Avatar 2. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes of nothing but fish. 20 minutes of action, 10 minutes of story. Yeah, I that's fine. I know what I'm getting into. But I also know that, like, the first time around, it was just to see the spectacle of how the 3D was being used well. And despite the fact that we don't really talk about anything else when it comes to Avatar, I'm still happy I saw that because I was like, oh, that's how you do 3D well.
Okay.
So, like, I just, for the sake of media literacy.
Yeah, reference. Okay.
Right? I want to see the thing that is going to do the good 3D and be able to go like, oh, yeah, that's a good way to do it. Because I feel like that much is important. Even though, you know, it's Spielberg jerking off or whatever.
I haven't seen the first Avatar. Have you seen, like recent movies properly use the technology like Avatar did, or nothing comes close?
After Avatar, they started using it better because they made it less about look at this, right? Like, okay, do you remember? Did I say Spielberg? Sorry, not fucking. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. Cam. Kill a Cam. Back in the day, there was before the Lonely Island crew was on SNL, they were doing like stuff on their own with their albums and their shows and their videos and whatever. And they had a really funny website
Awesome
that was
House
just like
or something,
Awesome Town was
Awesome
a really
Town?
funny show that they did. Yeah, that was one. Didn't get picked up. But then they just had skits on their website.
Yeah.
And like one of them was like the Boo, and it was just basically like the OC, you know. And I remember they had like the Boo, the 3D episode. And it was just like they perfectly got how you go back to old 3D back in the day, like the old Honey I Shrunk the Kids rides, you know, and shit like that. And like even Captain EO, which God bless, I have so many fond memories of that. It's a Michael Jackson 3D movie ride at Disney from back in the day.
Wow.
And like my whole family like got shook by how cool that shit was back in the day. But like they would just be all about like putting like, wow, look at that, or like a snake would like lean in and just come at you, and then the novelty of everything 3D would just be wasted because it was just like, okay, yeah, some cool shit's gonna do a jump scare at my face, and then that's gonna be it, you know. And like there was like an evil queen that was like, ooh, with her nails in the screen and shit like that, and it's like, okay, all right, and it's made to people for people to go, oh, and like drop their popcorn. And that was the whole 3D was useless, right? That's all it was for. And then this made it so that it's like, how about instead of sticking shit out, we made it so that you just go further back, right? Everything that you see is where it is, and then you add distance. So when we pan over a giant island vista, you feel like you're looking
like
at the space.
moving faster,
and that's it. That's all it was. It was just making it more negative space than positive space, because it's way more interesting to see a beautiful vista than it is to hold an apple up to the camera, you know? And so that's the thing. And so after that, they started doing 3D movies that were like more geared towards that,
right.
But they were also cheaply cutting movies that were 2D into fake 3D by doing cardboard pop-out fucking effects. So they had like some shit that they're like, quick, make a 3D version of this that was not planned.
Yeah, so we can get the money off of
and
it.
The people were flat and Paper Mario backgrounds behind them in each scene, and it was fucking horrendous. But that was an era of Hollywood as well.
Men in Black,
you know. Maybe. But they did eventually fucking start to get it right, you know. And that Avatar can be thanked for that. So yeah. Anyway, all that plus, if someone's been fucking jerking off on their story for 20 years, and then calling that it's going to be a 5-part fucking story of their life, like, I was like, okay, let's see what you think in your head is just like the greatest story ever told. Let's see it. Because yeah, I was excited when I remember hearing the premise of it, and then you go and you're like, all right, sure, and then you hear about the project that is like, I'm in high school hearing about Avatar 5 coming out in 2025,
yeah.
And I'm like, I can't believe the fart sniffing going on with that type of audacity, you know. So all right, we gotta actually move. How you doing, Kiso 52? Hey, blessed to have the first Slop stream on the year of my birthday. Yes, it is the year of your birthday. Thanks, Regin Wools, for the lulz, Lamau's cringe reacts. Yeah, no problem. Welcome aboard. Jenna Ralph had the nostalgia for Guitar Hero. Got a clone Hero for PC. Same game, but it's free, and you can export every song from all the Guitar Heroes and Rock Bands, including the DLC. You only really need to pay for a Bluetooth dongle for your Wii guitar controller. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Fuck
you can also make your own tracks as well.
Okay.
I have friends that they take really like crappy Quebec songs and they make Guitar Hero tracks, like Les Bébés and Julie Masse and stuff. So it's pretty. Yeah, they're having
nice,
fun.
Nice. Maybe I should go upload some Joe Dassin.
There you go.
Sync up some shit, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some good stuff.
I can't make fun of it too hard. It was one of my wedding tracks.
Yeah, I know. I seen the videos.
Cat shit.
He's a big name. He's a good one. Okay. My mom rocked that shit when I was a kid.
I am in the mood every once in a while for some Rock Band memories and Guitar Hero memories, so that would be a fun thing. But I don't have a Wii Rock Band guitar, and I threw out all the rest of them. So
The recycling.
I kept them for 3 moves. I moved 3 apartments with my guitars. I think I did it justice long enough to be like, maybe one day I'll go back, and then okay, it's enough. It was, you know, at a certain point. But I had all of them.
Yeah, you had the drums and everything.
Yeah, man. You know, I really held on. It's a lot of plastic. Did I throw them out? I think I threw them out. I definitely think I threw them out. I might have kept the most recent one. Like, I think I might have kept the Stratocaster for the 360 since I can still plug in my 360. Okay, yeah. But I think I definitely got rid of the PS2 stuff. Yeah. All right. Keep that open. How you doing? XCOM, please, Dad. But Woolie, my experience in Civ 5 makes me perfect for having a job in diplomacy in the Middle East. Yeah.
You've got the answers now.
Yeah. Just got to play some more Civ. That'll do it. Space Bowie, 749. How you doing? Love you, Woolie. Expose that one guy's balls on stream and shave him. I'm not being paid for that anymore. If they ever come back, then maybe. But for now, we will expose the balls, and if they're hairy, that's on you, man. I will not be shaving any more balls until I am paid to do so.
No more scrotum pulling.
Yeah. They I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I convinced people, you know, maybe I convinced enough people to get their balls shaved that they're like, damn, saturated market, we gotta pull out. How you doing? Oh my goodness, 2 slop streams back to back from WoolieVS and PSA. Hot dog, what a good weekend. Congrats on the workout routine, Wolves. Hoping to get back up into it slowly this year. Oh, is that intended? Is that a synchronization? I did not know. Okay. Well.
Oh, I see. We're leading into. Okay.
I see. Gotcha. Okay. Shadow of Pain. How you doing? Approaching 3 years. Some of the best manga on Twitch. Hope the chat is filled with slop bucket with some quality stuff. Not that store brand generic slop. We shall see. Kohimbo. Blue cheese isn't cheese. It's fucking mold. You know what? Fine.
It's good mold.
It's delicious mold.
It's awesome.
Okay. If the bracket categorization wants to change on that, we have no problem updating the folder. All right, it ain't cheese, it's mold. It's delicious mold. Next problem. All right. Wandering Kaiju. Excuse me, Wandering Kenku. I need to clear my country's name. American cheese only goes on grilled cheese, burgers, or Philly cheesesteaks. This is the only time it should ever be ingested for your own safety. Man, look.
I've seen a block of American cheese, and it's scary.
When it comes to a grilled cheese sandwich, you know it's a KD single. Why are we even fucking around on that? Don't even fuck around. Don't pretend to fuck around. All right? When it comes to a Philly cheesesteak, I thought the whole thing with like the legit places with Geno's and Pat's and all that is you get fucking
people are saying that's American cheese, the KD singles.
Is that the deal?
It's orange. It's, yeah, I guess it's like Velveeta-ish. But it's still, I wouldn't store that. And I wouldn't be proud of it. I wouldn't be proud of it.
Hold up. I tasted some nasty orange shit.
I've had the block.
That was stiff.
Yeah.
That did not have any resemblance.
Unless our singles are different, but I don't think so. The stiff American cheese is what we're thinking.
The stiff brick of orange nasty shit is not at all what the consistency of a KD single was like. Now, let's find out. Let's find out. Not Velveeta. Cheddar. I know what cheddar is.
Velveeta is not American cheese?
Let's see.
Okay.
American cheese. I don't know what context you've had it in.
Traveling to New York when I was about like 11 or 12 years old.
Okay, this stuff, right?
Deeper colored.
Deeper colored. You got some of this.
Yeah,
right. That mustard colored.
You can blind the camera.
yeah. This mustard colored stuff, right? Okay, now let me see Velveeta.
Like a Kraft Singles is probably American cheese. But I wouldn't be proud of it. Because it's not to me it's not like real cheese. It's weird cheese. It's like the chemical weird cheese.
So I know that like the other thing with the Philly cheesesteaks is you do Cheese Whiz.
Yeah.
Right? Which is a whole other consistency thing, because it's like that's a liquid thing with there's stuff in it that's not cheese. It's a combination of cheese and not cheese. Right? All right, hold on.
Okay, no one does Cheese Whiz? Okay, Cheese Whiz is off the table.
All right. Okay. Legally, what are we talking about here?
It's a cheese product.
Okay. Velveeta isn't exactly American cheese, but it's close. All right. Now.
Close. Oh, wow. Which one is closer to regular cheese? Who's winning the race between American cheese and Velveeta?
Kraft Singles may label themselves as as American cheese. However, because okay, hold on a second. Kraft Singles are made with less than 51% actual cheese, so they legally can't be called cheese.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. What's going on here? What's going on?
Taco Bell had less than 40% beef in their meat, so it was dog food for a while.
Wow. Okay, hold on a second. So yes, Kraft Singles can be categorized as American cheese.
Okay.
First of all, I'm learning. Okay. However, because they contain less than 51%, they are technically they cannot be considered cheese, but they can be considered cheese food. What are you guys doing? The product.
I like the nomenclature on that. You know,
the products can legally be called cheese food, but not cheese. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll take my burger with extra cheese food.
Oh my god, cheese
no
product.
No greens, no leafy things either. Can I have 2 times the cheese food on top of my...
Okay. All right. So that's disgusting. But in conclusion, the shit that I am thinking of, which was again stiffer and had a way worse fucking taste to it, is in the category of American cheese, but Katie is also in that category.
Yeah.
And or not Katie, Kraft Singles. Okay.
Katie is probably powdered version of that cheese food.
Right. Okay. So the Kraft Single has its place. You don't want a slice of pizza baked in Kraft Singles.
Again,
but it has its place.
Again.
Okay.
Kraft Singles, you know, it's like the child that you don't tell
it's cheese
the extended
food.
Family.
It's cheese food. Okay. All right. No.
I'm proud of all my kids.
That's
except
okay.
Kraft Singles.
Yeah. No. It literally, like, when you say it ain't cheese, it literally, legally is not cheese. However, if we're describing American cheese and everyone is thinking of the Kraft Single when that sentence is said, then that has its place. It's limited, but it does have its place. That's fair. That is fair. The thing I swear to God, I'm thinking about this shit that was like it was practically almost in a tin, and it was around, and like we had a slice, and it was like oh my
remember,
God,
like a huge block of sweaty orange.
it was so nasty. And then in school there was the breakfast programs.
Wait, government cheese?
So there's government cheese. No. Okay. There's government cheese, but there's the shit that like was in a block form in the little plastic slices. The can, hold on. The tin is government cheese, right? Okay, hold on.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. So the when I was a kid, I remember in our breakfast thing, that's disgusting. Yeah, that's horrifying. I remember they gave out the breakfast things where you get your snack in the morning, right? You get your little milk and you get your little rice cracker or whatever. And then there was the packages, and there would be like a package and it would just be a little block and it would say cheddar, or it would say, Gouda.
Okay.
Right? And it'd say whatever. So there's all the different kinds, and there was a ton of different kinds. And they'd hand them out, and you go grab whatever. And one of them was American. And it was the one that was piled up in the box, because that shit was ammunition for throwing. Because who the fuck is going to crack one open and actually use it on anything to eat?
Right.
And that was, again, a hard, gross orange thing that was vile.
Yeah.
And did not reminisce of a Kraft single.
I see.
So that is what I'm thinking of.
That might
whatever
be
the
it,
fuck that is. Cheese food.
Cheese food, man.
Wow.
And government cheese.
All right. Expanding horizons.
Yeah, we're learning.
Yeah.
No.
If Katie, if a Kraft single counts, then that can be the representative, right? There's some shit out there that is disgusting and should never be mentioned, but Kraft singles can represent that time and place where they serve a purpose, and that's it. and we won't talk about the 51%.
Stay out of the cheese game, America.
That's what they have in reserve?
I don't know.
The cheese reserve is not actually legally cheese? Am I wrong on that? No? Okay. No.
Did they say like which kind of cheese is stored actually?
What kind of cheese is it? What do you guys got? That's a different kind of cheese.
Because you are not known for your camembert, America.
All right.
Cheddar, that I could believe.
Okay.
Okay, good cheese.
Okay.
No government cheese.
All right.
All right.
It's not government cheese.
All right. Vermont cheddar. Vermont has good milk.
There is a U.S. cheese stockpile.
Cheddar. All right, I'm seeing cheddar all over.
Wait, no, hold on. I'm looking at an infographic right now. The U.S. cheese stockpile is 1.5 billion pounds as of April 2022. That's $3.4 billion in cheese. There is a 500-pound block of cheese, 21 by 26 on diameter. And what types? It's made up of different kinds. It is made up of American, cheddar, and Swiss. It is a combination of 3 types of cheeses in the stockpile.
Huh. Is that what they use for 4 cheese pizzas and 3 cheese pizzas? It's just like a mix of all of them?
So it's not even one. It's not one type. It's three. It's a mixture of 3 types in each given block. Okay. What is going on? That is.
It's different blocks.
The U.S. cheese stockpile. What types of cheese? The U.S. cheese holdings are primarily made up of American cheddar. Okay, maybe is it like 3 different kinds of?
Okay, it's just
thing. Okay.
Okay, so they're showing 3 types of
the graphic. The graphic is pointing to the inside of the cheese, and it has the 3 different kinds.
Okay.
So when you're looking at the graphic where the 3 different kinds of cheese are popping out, it makes it look like you decided to store 3 different kinds of cheese.
same.
Dude,
hard times are coming. We don't have time. Just store it all in the same. Let's mix it up. That's too much American. What is that? Government cheese? Throw that shit out there. We can't mix that in there. What are we, animals?
Rhetorical question? Again, let's end it. Let's end on a high note.
Yes.
Let's give him the reality. The concession is made. I make the concession.
Okay.
The craft single has its place.
Right. It can be used in a few select
situations.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. There we go. Whew. Queequeg, Fahrenheit is objectively more precise and therefore better in every non-scientific measurement than Celsius, Cope, Sieve, Mald. All right, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
See me in Kelvin, son.
Nah, that's cool. You can hang out on planet Earth while the rest of us are in space. Okay, do your thing. God bless. Right? You go your way, the world will go another. You guys can. It's all good. You know, like we don't. It doesn't pain us that you know you're still like you hate the king's foot, but we're still rolling with it all these years later, and we're the ones that were actually part of the fucking Commonwealth at that.
Yeah,
you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. We'll make do. It is just funny that they tried and did change it at a point, and people got so mad that they changed it back.
Oh, what?
You didn't hear about that?
Yeah.
Like that.
It's just like, oh.
That's the funny part. Is like they actually went, okay, you know what? They're right. Yeah, we should change this shit up. Guys, it's pretty... Okay, let's just... Come on. And then they did, and it fucking didn't work because people got mad.
I don't want to change.
What? Like, that's where it's done. That's where it's like, okay, so now that we know we're rolling this back, we know that, like...
I'm sorry, I don't have the funds to retrain my slaves.
Like, we get it, right? Okay, whoa. I don't know, like, I mean...
Can we just stick to the same system? I mean, come on.
I don't know if the timelines overlap necessarily. I couldn't say with accuracy.
I don't know the timeline either.
Okay,
so I'm just shooting the shit.
I don't know.
I assume maybe
whatever the date might have been, throw a dart, and if it doesn't land somewhere within the range of 400 years, then perhaps
yeah.
You know, there's a big bullseye, and like, you know, you put the lifetime of the country on it, and then how much of
wherever it lands, it's bad, dude. Wherever Jefferson,
put the timeline,
Lincoln,
put the time like you like for let's say
Kennedy.
It starts here and then it ends here, right? Okay, and then you've got this much, which is like modern or whatever, and then you throw that dart and you see where it all right. Yeah, it was in the 60s or so, right? It wasn't that long ago.
Okay, so...
But the point is that there was a concession made that it's like, fair enough, this makes sense, and then there was an undo.
So MLK was still alive.
Because never mind, actually, we like, yeah.
Okay.
Like...
All right.
Yeah. We don't want it fancy. We don't want none of that, you know. Get out of here with your complex... Anyways, all right. Captain Kirkbride, how you doing? What an American calls American cheese indicates the tax bracket they grew up in. Poor, it's Kraft Singles and Velveeta. Middle class and above, it's very mild cheddar used from Wisconsin or California. Really?
We're learning.
Is that why I tasted something different? Interesting. Yeah, I'm talking about some shit that we got in school in Canada. And then I'm also talking about what I remember being considered American in block form way younger as a kid. Like I have two distinct memories.
Like the middle class cheese in America sounds like our Petit Quebec, which is our bottom cheese, but it's still excellent cheese because Quebec is great with milk.
Sure.
Quebec
Sure.
has like one of the best milk industries in the world.
Or
So our cheese is
Baby Bell.
godlike. Baby Bell is fine, you know.
Baby Bell's fine. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, interesting. That is interesting. Okay, there's actually a difference between what you get. Yeah, the shit that was when I look up Velveeta, like the big chunk of Velveeta with the drier look to it, because Katie looks wet in the packaging, right? There's a moisture to it that is like more moist than a lot of other cheeses.
Okay.
And the shit, when I look up the Velveeta, it does kind of look a bit more like that from what I recall. But the shit that was in the package as a kid, it was orange and it was nasty, you know?
It looks sweaty.
Okay, interesting. So there's more than one thing that can be considered American cheese. However, legally it can't. Did you know, best tea maker, did you know there's a Korean dish called army stew that uses stuff like packaged hot dogs, canned beans, instant ramen, topped with American slices of cheese? It was made out of necessity after the Korean War and became a Korean classic.
Yep.
I believe that.
Yep.
There's, like MRE meals, right? Like, there's a lot of like MRE recipes that are like, you know, pretty fancy things you can do with the stuff you get out of a standard ration. If you want to,
it got into their culture. Even if you go to like Korean restaurants, you can like have that, and it comes sometimes with spam as well, with the orange cheese. Yeah,
food born from necessity, man.
Yep.
The most delicious shit. You know, like again, you're not using that part of the pig. Okay,
we're gonna use it.
We're gonna use it. You know, that's how you get your fucking your southern comfort food. But
your pudding chômeur.
Oh yeah, of course, with that, and you know all the stuff with the grits and the you know so on, the full deal. But the best, the fucking toppest tier, I think I talked about it now like a second ago, but oxtail.
Yeah.
The goat.
Yeah.
Right, literally the garbage meat that goes in the trash because it's the tail of the cow that nobody wants to eat, stiff and useless and hard to do anything with. Some poor people took those, cut them into pieces,
gonna make it work,
and cooked them slow for 6 fucking hours, and put so much fucking spice work into that broth, and now it is the best you can get.
Yeah.
The most delicious shit. Oxtail, man. Yeah. Sucker Punch said, 49 months. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Okay. Well, there we go. There we go. Big chats. Big lead in. Yeah. Well, it was fun. I don't regret that. What are we doing? Where are we going?
Okay.
Dum-de-dum.
It's time to attack that list. We might have 2 sessions at this point. No. We should reach the end of one side at least, right?
The great cheese arc. The side quest.
We changed during this conversation. We learned a lot.
Because the thing that I thought they were dying on a hill for turned out to be something else entirely.
Right.
Although some of them maybe not. Depends on what class that you were raised. If some of you were growing up upper middle class and you were talking about a form of mild cheddar, that is not what's being discussed, certainly. Yeah. Interesting. Cheese is greater than syrup. You're insane. Go away. You're insane.
There's only one kind of syrup like that. That's the thing. There's a million kinds of cheese.
But here's the other problem though. When you just say syrup, right? Like again, because of, you got to take into account who we're talking to. Like they might be thinking of just like some corn syrup shit.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean?
If you don't know maple
like
syrup,
they might not know.
right.
They might not know.
America lies to everyone. They might think that like
you guys think corn syrup is syrup.
Aunt Jemima, oh no, she was canceled, right?
Yeah.
Whatever syrup lady is there now, it's written maple syrup, but it's not maple syrup inside the bottle. How do you know? How do you know, America?
They got corn syrup and they think that's syrup.
Just slap maple.
So when I say the word syrup, the taste brain memory that comes up is wrong. And it's not even the thing. God damn, guys. All right.
I don't know how good the Vermont maple syrup is, so who knows?
Let's go.
Enough.
There's no saving. There's no saving it, dude. Where did we leave off? So, Team Twitter 106, Team Reddit 112. And we've only got a bit more to go. So let's see if we can do some damage to this list. Ah, the classic. You know about the long, long man?
どうしたの？
トールさんが避ける組咲いてる時の顔が好き。
そう？
もっと長く見てたいな。
Long, long
Mm-hmm.
危ないね、あの人。避ける組対長い避ける組。
Classic. Classic.
キリンさんが見て手長猿。こっちはゾウさんだ。
ちーちゃんは長いのが好きなんだね。
別に意識してるわけじゃないけど。
気のせいか。Long,
Look at it go.
I mean, marketing brilliance only strikes like lightning. And it's the guy, it's the vibe in the dude too, right? Like this dude is super prim and proper, but he's got the mustache and the goatee. He's got a little bit of that grime.
I'll call you back.
The charm falls off the phone.
Done. Done.
それ
The plot.
触ってみてもいいですか？
Oh! Like this?
長い。これどうやって咲くんですか？
こんな風に。すいません。
That was intimate.
No. 避ける組対長い避ける組。電話出ないから心配になって。
ちょっと寝込んでて。
これ持ってきたから一緒に食べよう。
今日は。
Oh.
ちょっと待って、今はダメ。
How could you?
あいつが来てた。避ける組対長い避ける組。ちーちゃん、どうして俺じゃなくてこいつなんだよ。
それは。
ああ、そうだよ。かけりゃいいのかよ。ビロー。
No, you can't.
No, don't stretch! Don't stretch it!
ちーちゃん。
黙っててごめん。実は私もう長くないの。だから長いものを見ると安心できるの。
No.
It's for deeper reasons!
どうしてそんな猿芝居したの？
Short lifespan!
だって長いんだもん。
長さに騙されてんじゃねえよ。避ける組一袋分並べていくと、ほら、同じ長さになるの。
So you just need more.
You just need more!
最後にわざわざ切ってあるんだよ。
トールさん優しい。
避ける組対
Or a fraction of a good
ちー
person.
ちゃん聞いてもいい？
That's true.
プロポーズっ
Maybe
て
he
どん
was
な風にされたい？
incomplete.
正直に言ってごらん。
フラッシュモブは嫌かな。なんかこっぱずかしいし、フラッシュモブ以外だよ。
ちーちゃん、僕と結婚。Long, long,
Oh, that's long.
耳長っ。避ける組対長い避ける組。ちーちゃん。
ダメ。結婚式までお預け。
シェー。おやすみ。
おやすみ。
食べるとおしめください。
I mean,
どちらまで？
it's over. It's
Done.
over.
Done.
It's you're cooked.
I've seen those kind of videos. Oh.
すいません。やっぱり忘れられない。
避ける組対長い避ける組。
Oh.
Never. And somehow we got here.
はたぼうよ。
But they're already together though. Yo, you ripping it in front of them like that?
Just like that.
Their parents are right behind.
Look at the coattails.
してくれると思ってた。
叫ぶ組だよ。長い叫ぶ組。
私、長い間あなたのこと待ってたの。
No
トールさん
way.
ごめんなさい。私のことは忘れて。分かったでしょ。私はひどい女なの。
ああ、もうやだ。どうしていつも俺の前に現れるんだよ。一目見た時から君のことが。
Man! Long.
I got
Long.
Oh, riveting story.
Long man.
It was him too.
The longest.
トール君。俺？嘘だろ。
高いったのに。どうして？
僕らはきっと分かり合える。
Because he had the short product.
触ってみてもいいですか？
きっとみんな分かり合える。
They understand. They understand. Ah,
That was awesome.
the long man arc. The whole time, he wasn't like Coke and Pepsi. He was just using this. He was eating the shorter version of whatever the company sells.
Yeah,
But the long man was going for the long pull.
dude. He was playing the long game. The
Literally.
long game.
Classic. Again, marketing lightning, right? Only strikes once in a while. Killing the game. Yeah, that's free. That's a free goated one. That one goes back quite a while.
I want to get myself some long just to know, you know.
I don't know that they sell it anymore. I don't even know if it's still around. But that was one of those early great commercials. All right, kimchi slap.
もうや。
God damn it. That's the face of you couldn't just swing with your hands. Really?
He got slapped because
He
didn't use American cheese on his ramen.
like that right there is just like I was ready to get hit, but
I still wasn't ready. Really.
fuck, man.
Like, that's too heavy, man.
You know? Wow. It's like the difference. Yeah, because sometimes it's like you might get the swing, you might get the shove, or you might get like the glass pour, you know, or one of those moves. Kimchi.
Damn, spicy.
Oh, this guy. These stop motions are incredible. There's a bunch of Kirby ones. There's a bunch of Ava ones. yeah. Yay! You did it! You did it!
Good job. Good
Yeah.
job.
Just classic toy stop animation. It's great. And some of those like fig arts and stuff are like detailed enough that you can, or the Figmas, you can actually, you know, use them for stop motion.
The Phantom, exterior like fish eggs, interior like suicide wrist rags. I could exercise you, this could be your phys ed. Cheat on your man, homie. I try to sneak through the door, man. Can't make it, the shit's stuck. Out of my way, son! Door stuck! Please! I beg you! We're dead! You're a genuine dick sucker! Yeah, I was getting a friend.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Got some rhythm.
Yeah, all right. I like the first part.
Dead Space. Official gameplay.
The remake?
USG Ishimura, this is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Killian responding to your distress call.
I guess, yeah, the remake.
Isaac Clarke.
What have you got, Isaac?
Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Can you handle it alone?
Fix the centrifuge. Get the fuel running.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hit for sure,
This is
right?
Senior Medical Officer Nicole.
They've been tweeting about like how the guns feel and being really precise about that stuff. So, you know, I think everyone's hopeful. Although I think maybe I'm crazy, but I think I saw something about how like the anti-gravity is going to be. It changes in part 2. It's more about like flying, it seems, because what we know is like the point to point.
Right.
And I think they're doing the part 2 version of the anti-gravity. There's other stuff that's changed.
People discovering this for the first time are gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, but it is a franchise with a lot to get wrong. So I remember when we talked about this a bunch before in the past, it's always been like, hopefully they don't fuck it up, you know? And some of the stuff I heard about the future entries is unfortunate as well, so...
Shoot the thing!
Yeah. Plus...
Humanity will be made whole.
the other game that just came out, the Callisto Protocol, was like by... It was a spiritual, like, kind of successor by, like, some of the same original people, but...
I can't believe what's happening.
Then it legally had to... There's a whole whatever thing to it, but it was going to be inside the PUBG universe, and then it became its own thing. And what? The point is that everyone's like, yeah, mid as fuck, not great, you know.
Oh,
so there was supposed to be a whole like other Dead Space franchise that was like going to be a thing, and then it turns out it's not good. So like people are pretty holding their breath, I guess, to see what's going on. Yeah, sure. I mean, this is one of those things too, where I'm just like, I guess we'll see if they like make a second one too and stuff. But like, I have no problem just playing the original in that case. Satan and Jesus.
What is the meaning of this futile existence? Can you remember a time when we were not constantly being trampled by prancing beasts?
No, I cannot.
Hello, my children! Come and join me on my turtle!
Don't do it. He looks crazy.
What choice do we have?
We have the choice not to ride on the crazy guy's turtle.
Of course this is true. However, if you choose not to ride my turtle, you shall stay in this realm for the rest of eternity.
Stop! Don't do it! You guys should definitely join me on my domesticated house cat instead.
Get lost, Satan. I saw them first.
Go drink some juice, Jesus. My cat is soft and luxurious. Your turtle is hard and lumpy.
That's how all my decisions go usually.
When the edibles kick in, like... Yeah! Alright! Okay, hold on a second, because I think, Yeah. Okay, hold up. Let me make sure I can pull up the name of the channel. Hold up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That was by Greasy Tales. There we go.
Greasy Tales. 2 dudes. Which one will you follow? I don't know, man. Turtles live for a long time.
I mean, like, technically, by buying into Satan, you buy into the lore of what happens to Satan in the end. So if you opt out of the whole thing,
you get the true story.
Yeah, but if you opt out of the entire thing, then you don't have to, because Satan has to lose in the end. Is fated too, right? Unless you're doing it like ironically, like Church of Satan style, where it's just like, we don't actually give a fuck, but like if you want to put a crucifix up here in this courthouse, then we're just going to put up our Baphomet, because, you know, freedom of religion and all. And it's like, no! I was like, oh, okay, well then that's cool. You can,
never mind.
You can not put it up. That's good too. You know? And it's like, you know, that's like, yeah. Like, damn, yeah, all right, just making the point, you know, like that's like, I remember considering how much I was like raised in a way where, you know, you're like, no, they literally want like the evil one to win and to dominate and to throw the world over to Satan. And it's like, actually, it's just it's just like a reminder of like separation of church and state. And anytime something happens where it's like, oh, we have to recognize this from an official point of view, it's like, oh, well, can you do that for our big hell fucking demon with the big goat dick too? Because we worship that. And everyone's like, no! And it's like, oh, okay, so then we won't do either then, right? And it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Like, that's it. That's the whole point. The whole point of the Church of Satan is to just go, oh, okay, so yeah, no, that's cool. If we can't do ours, then you don't do yours, and then I guess we just won't do it. Yeah.
You didn't go to that church.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's literally it. Yeah. Solid. Good bit.
What up next? Commander Carl Reload Compilation 1.
Oh, these are great. These are great. Okay,
yeah.
okay. I've talked about reload porn.
Yes.
Right? And like, we haven't played any games, I don't think, that really go in on them. Like Resident Evil is one of those ones, you know? But yeah, I've seen some of these, just reloading things that don't make sense to reload and showing you it doesn't matter what the object is.
As long as it looks good.
There's a way to stylishly do it. And while we're here, I will absolutely plug the subreddit High Quality Reloads. If you go to High Quality Reloads, it's just this. People doing their own, noting them in good games and other projects, whatever. High Quality Reloads all day.
Yeah. I think I've seen a video of this guy before. Why does it always look so good?
Fantastic. Yeah. Now, if you're out there,
Nice car.
like, I can only imagine that anyone who's actually done like boot camp is like dying inside at the level of unprofessionalism with like all the rules being broken, you know. Yes, it was stylish, but you flagged yourself like 8 times while reloading. You know, you didn't clear the safety, you didn't do this or that. There's got to be a million things that are just like, you know, technically unsafe and wrong, but it looks so fucking cool. God. Yeah. Good shit.
Oh, look good. I wonder if he did that take with the light bulb multiple times.
Yeah. Like, I remember seeing fancy reloading. I mean, it's a topic of the moment because the new show's going on, but in Trigun, right? Like, Trigun was one of the first times I remember ever seeing something that's like someone doing like wild ass fucking like, because you flick it open and then like you'd have to, again, it was an upside down pea shooter revolver, and so like he'd have like the quick loader with like all 6 bullets ready to go.
Okay.
And like and like so he'd like kind of flick those out from different angles or have it with his teeth, you know, and just kind of like, as long as you can just pump it in once, click it back into action, you know. Pretty fucking cool. Mm-hmm.
Big spinners.
Yeah. And I remember his training regimen in the manga was like, send whatchamacallit, like a metronome with like a hole in the middle. swinging, and then you balance a wine glass on the tip of the gun, and then drop it, pick it back up, keeping the balance of the wine glass, and then shoot through the metronome right as it's in the middle. And it was just one of those like superhuman level accuracy things, but it's like in order to explain how all these ridiculous moments occur in Trigun, where like he can be that accurate to like save the day with one shot or whatever, it's because this is the type of shit he does in his training.
That's how he gets
impossible level accuracy, you know. Yeah, it's fun.
Is Trigun worth it?
Oh god, yeah. It's one of my favorites, man. If you've never seen like the original, hell yeah, really good. The books as well, a lot of fun. Might be dated to some degree, but like if you know, well, what are you gonna say? Like, would you enjoy Cowboy Bebop today?
It's different, yeah. You have to put yourself.
Well, the answer is yes. It's still fucking
good,
quality shit.
But like, you have to put yourself in the state of mind of like when that thing was released.
Yes, and what compared to it later that was inspired by it.
Yeah,
which you know, a lot of that era, like people did. Like the format of that style of show is you know become a whole other thing these days. But yeah, man, if you've never seen Trigun, absolutely recommended. And watching it dubbed or subbed is either as good as well, because Johnny Young Bosch is like fucking goated on that too. Okay. Like the voice actor for Nero is in that, and there's a new one too. It's 2 episodes in. We don't know how good it's gonna be. So far, it's all right, but I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. You know. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw a guy do this in a toothpaste ad once.
Ta-da! Looney Tunes rules. Could you imagine unlisting all of them? Couldn't be me.
Is that something that they've done? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
The Mighty Morphin! Oh no! No!
Oh no!
Jason, Tommy, don't!
Oh, no.
Shut up! They should jump on American Godzilla and right away. Oh god damn it! I blame Saban. Yeah.
No. Are they that rude?
I mean, I don't know. I saw some screenshots of like they're having a anniversary show with like all the original Mighty Morphin kids coming back, and they also have like an original show that's an original American show, and I think it's the second time they've done one that's been like not imported Sentai.
Okay.
And the suits have big dumb fake muscle chest things that just look terrible. And it's like, oh god, oh no, off to a bad start. But that's pretty funny. Shut up!
The fastest coaster in the world.
Where the fuck is this path? Wow, look at that. Fastest coaster in the world. Only $1. Why, I love me a good deal. Oh boy. Golly gee, the motherfucker 5,000 is just such great value.
Alright.
You ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon?
I've watched other people play it,
yeah,
like during like lunch breaks, computer room, you know.
So we didn't have it, but my cousin's computer had like this other game that was just like a theme park simulator. I want to say it was like a ripoff of Roller Coaster Tycoon that we got. Might have gotten it like free in a cereal box or something like that. I don't remember. But all I remember is like you just
I never got those games to work.
It was something like that. and it was like a free, and you get to make a theme park. And all I remember is just like we made a theme park where everyone was just vomiting, and we didn't have enough janitor cleanup like money invested,
so
there's just vomit everywhere, and it was just like everyone was just walking in it, and every tile was just slowly getting filled up, and then like the bathrooms were getting filled up, and so people just started taking dumps on the floor, and it was gross. I don't remember what the game was, but like it was just like, yeah, how bad can this get? And it can get real bad.
Simulator or something. Like,
yeah. Action Park.
You ever think about Mom?
Yeah, I do.
I miss her so much.
You know, you really remind me of your mother sometimes.
You think we can call her?
Do you know the number to heaven?
What the fuck?
I was about to ask about the chains, but never mind. Also, the SS was... You don't have to rotate the letters like that unless you're trying to make a point.
Man.
All right.
I guess that's one kind of freedom with the chains, I guess. Damn.
Jason Eisner. Hey, Brad, score.
The end of the match is not a foregone conclusion. In spite of these scores you see here, we'll get rid of those scores right now. We will, of course, add them to whatever the...
Hey, Brad's score's still on there.
Headshot.
It's gotten to be that kind of competition.
Violence.
The Satsui no Hano. Emanating, man.
If I recall correctly, that's the guy on the first position that broke the game.
Oh, he's the guy that... Yeah. Okay, all right.
Highest value. Daily double, bet it all. I'm so good, I'm going to get it. And then he gets a big lead. Second round, highest value.
Yeah.
And some people complain like that. Oh, it's not respecting the sanctity of the game. Your top player drops, and you're gonna hate on his game. Like, that's
breaking the system.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, I wish they would cut back to Alex during that moment and just watch like the twinkle in his eye.
Oh God!
And then just
bless
like
you, Alex.
then getting that decorum back. Yeah.
Rest in peace.
The best.
Canadian treasure.
Yeah, I remember there was that whole thing about there was a push to get LeVar Burton to do it, and I think he guest hosted.
Yeah, they did a rotation of multiple guests, like
Okay.
LeVar Burton and Mayim Bialik.
Okay, but I guess he wasn't like good enough to hold it down as a permanent thing.
Yeah, I don't
because that would have been cool as the Reading Rainbow into Jordy into Jeopardy thing.
Oh yeah, we're invested, you know.
Air Castle. Oh, I think I've seen this. Wait. Nope, I have not. Okay. Oh, na 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 katamari damashi. I mean,
I thought it would be more violent.
No, so well, look at the half urgency that people are moving away from it from. Like somebody is right here filming it.
Yep,
laughing, having a good time. So you know.
Oh my God, look at this.
Yeah.
Is that your kid?
That might be. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think like people get dumber at the beach.
Maybe,
you know,
and like the more clothes comes off, the lower the IQ.
I think so.
I'm glad that's what it was, because I don't know if you heard about the other story that involved a bouncy castle, but I thought for a second, I was like, hold on a minute,
Oh, it might have been some not streamable stuff.
There was a bouncy castle with kids on it that floated up into the air and like dropped back down some 20 feet or whatever, and like kids died.
Oh shit! No,
and that was a whole, that is not a Katamari Damacy moment.
No,
you know. So I was like, what is this? Okay.
Yeah. No bueno.
So keep in mind that when it's rolling vertically and everything's like that, it's like, yeah, okay. But when it goes up into the air because the draft lifts it upwards, you're just falling to the earth.
Yeah.
You know, so that was a lethal ass thing that happened some years ago. Yeah. Bouncy castles. Like, whoever you're hiring to come in and install one of those and
tie that shit up.
I mean, insurance-wise, you know, like, just, like, you cannot plant that fucking ground spike secure enough, man. Jesus. Or if it's a windy day, maybe just don't. You know?
Fair enough.
You paid, and they showed up, but that wind is blowing. Take the hit.
Cancel.
Take the hit. Hey, what's going on? We already watched this one, apparently.
Watched by accident. Oh, this might have been when we skipped forward by accident.
Okay, I must protect my drip. Got it. Which one was that again? Oh yeah, it was Goku in the Hype Beast.
Supreme.
Hype Beast Goku. Yeah. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh! Logic.
It was nice while it lasted, Yugi, but with this next card, this duel is over. I activate the Flute of Summoning Dragons. With Lord of D on the field, I can special summon up to 2 dragon monsters from my hand. And I choose the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Oh, that's strong.
So fast, Kyber. I have a card of my own. I activate Multiply. I can special summon up to as many Kuribo tokens as I please. And I choose to summon an infinite amount.
Wait, no, you can't summon it.
But that's not all. For Kuribo is a noisy creature, and with an infinite amount of him, it gets infinitely louder. So much louder that it's too loud for the dragons to hear the Lord play his flute. Turning, you can't summon those dragons.
All right, listen, Yugi, that's just bullshit, all right? That's not how the game works.
Well, you explain to me, Kyber. If they can't hear the flute, then how are you going to summon them?
That's not... There was so much wrong with what you just said.
Play your next card, Kyber.
You know what? I will. You think that's gonna stop me, Yugi? Fine. I
Let's go, Kyber.
Blue Eyes White Dragon from my hand. But you know what I do? I activate Monster Reborn.
Okay.
Special summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon from my graveyard.
Foolish mistake, Kyber.
What?
It's in the name, Kyber. The dragon is not just brought back, he is reborn, completely without memory of his previous life.
What?
And as unfortunate as it is, Lord of D on the field is a very scary-looking guy.
What does that even
mean? Unlike my many Kuribos, who have uncertainty of who to trust, he will choose me. And so the Blue Eyes White Dragon will fight on my side of the...
No, that's not how any of this works, Yugi. You can't just make this up as you go along. There are rules and structures for this game.
Yes.
This isn't make pretend, Yugi.
Kyber, I am using very sound...
Someone's gonna die today.
Let's play it your way, Yugi. I attack with Lord of D.
You must forget, Kyber. I have your Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Ah, but you see, Yugi, the Lord of D is the Lord of all dragons. So the Blue Eyes White Dragon must obey his command.
I should have seen that coming. Fortunately, I did. For I have Big Shield Gardner in defense position.
I'm sure you know of Big Shield Gardner's
Yes, what?
Well, guess what Lord of D had for lunch today?
Well, you bet, Kyber. Big Shield Gardner gets on the back of Cannibal Turtle, launching him away from your Lord of
heck
D
is
and
that?
his peanut breath.
Yeah, well, Lord of D gets up really, really high and catch him in the
Not
air.
higher than the wall of Infinite Kuribo.
Okay. Okay, Kyber.
But the reverse process also gave him a new fear of physical contact.
He's fighting.
Force field, base.
Well, I did.
Oh, you did. Let's go first. Let's go first. It's bullshit.
Let's go.
I'm destroying the moon.
What moon? There is no moon.
Right. So I obviously have not seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Much or played it. I've learned through osmosis about the bit. But like, do they have interactions that is the show actually full of like moments where two things show up and they swing at each other, but like the situation is taken into account and it's not just like Pikachu used thunder on Onyx, like type shit. Like it is like, do they do that? Yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ. Because Pokemon does some dumb shit, but like for the most part, what I recall is like, you know, Pokemon use this attack and then it's going to hit on the thing and then they're going to that's the interaction, you know, as opposed to like other
waterfalls coming.
Yeah,
through and
yeah,
amplifying something or whatever.
Although, of course, there's the times when type doesn't matter at all because it's the show and we do whatever we want. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, I read
that Pikachu just breaks all the rules.
He does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read the Yu-Gi-Oh manga for a bit because some girl
You mentioned,
was dating, and then
yeah, you were inspired to.
Yeah, I mean,
Suddenly.
he was killing people. That was hype. I didn't know that Yugi was such a murderous asshole for the longest time.
Yeah.
He burned a criminal.
Just one more thing.
I'm so sorry to bother you, Mr. Strife. It's my wife, you see. She loves Avalanche. Can't get enough of them. That Jessie lady, wowzers. She's a real hero. Anywho, I better be going now. Oh,
Gianni.
yes, one more thing. You said you were a soldier, correct? Served with Sephiroth himself in the incident at Nibelheim. No, I don't mean to say you wasn't there, Mr. Strife, but it's just that there was no soldier first class named Cloud Strife at Nibelheim that day. Seems quite fishy to me.
Nothing gets by him.
Yeah, but the problem is that, like, you'd cut to the credits, but instead of having the bad guy getting arrested, it'd be Cloud having a fucking breakdown. Just drooling in a puddle on the floor. So it's not quite, you got him, though! You got him, Columbo! Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, quite the streak.
Classic Gianni.
Twitter being clean right now.
Doing it. Well, here comes Miku.
I like shopping.
Oh?
Hey!
Ultra kill, let's go!
I got that green onion for 90 yen, so it's alright.
Saved.
The coin decided fate. That could have gotten real bad.
Two-Face.
Real quick. Holy shit, dude. The moment it went up, I was like, oh. Okay, alright.
I was on edge. I was on edge.
Yeah, heaven or hell. Yeah, that could have gotten... Alright, bro. Whew.
Okay.
I was gonna ask about that, like running with the leak thing, like far-fetched. Like, is there like some sort of like lore or history behind that? Yeah.
Who knows?
Holding the leak. Scary.
Yeah, it's from Leak Spin.
What was that?
It's from Leak Spin.
Oh, Mirabeau Studios. Okay. I don't care who the IRS.
I can't believe how much I hate everything.
Hi, Dan. I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
I don't care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes.
Okay.
Is that a feels like an MTV era cartoon?
Some kind of Clone High derivative or something.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but it definitely is feels like it's from the era of yeah. I don't know what Dan Versus is.
Dan Versus?
What was it? MLP era, actually? Okay. Gotcha.
My Little Pony?
American My Little Pony era, yeah.
I don't know what era that is.
The new My Little Pony? I mean, that's way late down the line. But I'm just like the style of the animation and the character and everything remind me a lot of Clone High, The Head, fucking undergrads and Mission Hill, the MTV cartoon era,
the cartoon machine,
the Tick.
Now it's dead, right?
Not the Tick.
They're
Well, the
done
Tick
with
was another.
cartoons. What is MTV up to? Is it just all
Clone High's getting another season.
Okay.
No, what was the other one called? The Max. The MAXX. Yeah, based on the comic book. Yeah.
Is MTV still alive, or is it just
MTV?
Like, is it still a channel?
I assume so.
That's probably all reality TV. At
I
this
don't know,
point.
Reggie. I'm just as Canadian as you.
Yes, sir, we are.
I can't answer
Get
that.
me that maple syrup.
I can't answer that. No, we did watch it to completion. All right. Yeah. Okay. Wait, did I go too early? Where am I? I'm actually... Yeah, we're actually like over
right here.
Yeah. All right. They squeeze by. It squeezes by.
Barely.
Twitter lives. But I'll have to give...
Oh, hold up there, Buster. Oh, hey. Couldn't help but notice you're trespassing on my land.
Yeah. True.
Private property. Best get to stepping, son.
Yeah.
I can just get off if you need me to. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. You're doing a lot of yammering, but unbeknownst to you, you're speaking your final words.
It's punctuation.
Brandish that weapon. Not hurt you. Well,
They use it as
like
fucking
we got
punctuation.
one
Yeah.
smart ass on our hands. You're ejecting a lot of shells there. Yup. You're not gonna have any left to shoot me. What'd you just say to me? It's like the 12th shell. You little shit. You already got one in the chamber. I've seen like 36 shells go through that gun. Don't need them. Do you have any left in there? All right. I've had it up to here. Oh, geez. Take this. I can just leave. You're not even... Yeah, I'm shooting at you now. Is that even a real gun? There's like 0 recoil to that gun. Dude, you're not even coming close to me here. Alakablam! I don't understand the physics of this. You're gonna want to get. Well, all right. Dude, how many shells do you have in that gun? I got 57 more goddamn rounds in this 4-round magazine.
Yeah, no. The initial point stands. That is absolutely how they use it. It's reloading is a punctuation mark for a goddamn sentence. And yes, the other thing too is like counting bullets. You know,
Don't do that.
well, the thing is you can, and depending on the movie, you might be like impressed. You know, like if you're watching John Wick or something, and you're like, oh shit, they're actually and there yep, right,
impressive.
Like, and it's not even like you don't have to get like complicated with it where
Rambo?
you're going into. Yeah, you know, you know exactly, right? You don't have to, like, some people get into like the sound effects of the weight of the gun and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, no, like they're never gonna, like, Foley's gonna do Foley work. It's gotta be like, it's more important that it's entertaining than it is to be realistic in that regard. But like the number of bullets in a gun, yeah, you can pay attention to that for sure. You know, or just like, yeah, you better get. That's good. Gus Johnson. Yeah, this is an 8-minute Sakurai video.
What's the note?
Too long.
Was FGC controversy 305 if too long?
Sakurai's antithesis. Right, the Sakurai channel. He's been popping stuff out there, and God bless. Let the man retire. Let him make fun videos. He deserves.
He'll be back.
He's semi-retired in his own words, and yes, Nintendo has like fucking pulled some bullshit before. Like you heard about how Smash 4 was announced, right? Yeah. So like they've ripped him from beyond the grave, and like he's in the afterlife, and he can't have his rest. So you're not wrong. It is possible, but for his own sake, I really hope he actually like fucking chills. You know, not to mention the fact that he's destroying his wrists because he puts it to the limit, you know, each time. So, yes, I remember hearing about this, and I didn't pay too much attention to it, but it was something to the effect of fighting games execution and the amount of practice that you should have to, I think, you know,
that's gonna be interesting.
Whether a game whether games should be designed with practice in mind or something to that effect.
4人対戦格闘を作ることになりました。少し前の段階の話に戻りますが、スマブラがどういう発想で企画を考えられたのか。格闘ゲームのアンチテーゼとはよく言われるし、実際私もそう言っていますが、格闘ゲームを否定しているわけではないです。格闘ゲームは非常に面白いです。
Yeah, clearly he loves them.
駆け引きは最大に発揮されるジャンルでしたし、多くのメーカーが切磋琢磨されていたわけで。
I played that in the arcade as a kid, man. That was great. Sorry.
Plink G plus K, release K within one frame. Rising knee with Akira.
Fun times. Fun times.
Keep that in mind as we click play, okay? This screenshot of this video game asking one to press G plus K and then release K within one frame. Or is it G within one frame?
Whichever.
For a move that's pretty alright. It's a rising kick knee. It's a pretty alright. It's a pretty alright move. It's good. It's if you do it as Akira, it's a useful tool to have.
I can't. I wish I could justify how cool I think this is and how like crazy it sounds. But
as long as you understand both, it's okay. It's totally fine.
I'm okay for liking this shit. Yeah,
but
okay.
you get how ridiculous.
Absolutely, from a game design perspective, ridiculous.
Sure, yeah. But you know what? Taunt upper.
Just as ridiculous.
Yeah. There was one, I remember I had a thread on Twitter, not to even fuck it. I had a thread on Twitter where I was answering people's questions about how to do certain moves because they're like, I don't know how to do this move. This input doesn't make sense.
Okay.
And I was like, oh yeah, so this is kind of how this goes or what this feels like. Obviously, pretzel motions are goofy and, you know, charge flash kick, etc. Summon suffering, you know, and then there was, and like some people started throwing some in there to be smart asses, like, hey Woolie, how do you do this one? You know, but there's one that is like Rio's super desperation move or leader desperation move from KOF 2002 Ultimate Match, and it like I don't think anyone knows. Like I don't think anyone on the planet understands how that move works. It's it like the input. And then the result just doesn't occur.
Okay.
And like
I'm curious.
Like I've literally never done it. And it looks like a simple input of like a quarter circle and then like a back or something like that. Like it's like a 4 thing input, but like it just I think it's just lying to you. I don't know. You know? Or maybe it's something where like each input needs to be like an exact amount of frames.
I see.
Or there's something to it that is insanity. And it just doesn't fucking work, you know? But there's a point where that level of like execution to challenge difficulty on that thing is like, this is silly. There's a cutoff point, I think.
Okay.
You know? And I remember as well talking to the Samurai Showdown devs and them saying like, yeah, like we always basically it's just like I was like, oh, the inputs are difficult like they were back in the day. Old Sam Show games had the kind of like the full, you know, input to AB for the SSMs. Why this time around? And basically it's like, well, we wanted it to be something that people didn't do often. You know, similar for like Galford's like replacement technique with the wood. Before you used to just hit 2 buttons. And now he's like, we wanted people to do it more rarely, so we put a bigger input to it. And it's like, okay, we know that there's a whole bit where you can do a Shoryuken. It takes a little more time than it does when you press 1 button to do an uppercut. Therefore, a 1-button uppercut shouldn't be as good, right, as something that requires you to do an input.
Okay.
But when you go to the level of this shit where it's like, this is like not unrealistic, but just like nigh impossible level inputs for a reward,
right?
You're kind of wondering, like, is it just is it more than a flex? Is there what is it? What's it for? Is it a utility? Is it really a tool? Is it a tool in the belt of the character? Did you design with this move in mind if no one can do it?
Yeah, that's fair.
Does it you know, if it's a game breaking move but it's impossible to do, should one, you know, how do you work that into the situation, right?
Mm.
So It's an ongoing discussion. I like the fun stuff like Run Stop Fierce with El Fuerte, where it's like, that's busted, but it's so hard to do that we're going to leave it in because you get a little bit of reward if you can do part of it. If you can do the whole thing, you're incredible, you've earned it, you're a god. But it's not going to win the round. It's going to just do a really, really, really good combo, you know? That's the balance I kind of like, you know? Or the Dan Infinite into like nerf buff, where it's like nerf buff, where it's like instead of letting him do a fireball infinite, we made it so that 1 in 6 fireballs have a chance to do more damage but knock you down, therefore you can't get infinite in. Fun stuff like that. All right, where are you going, Sakurai?
していたのもうなずけます。ただコンボについてこれは駆け引きではないと思っていました。最初のヒットからうまく攻撃をつなげられるかという遊びの中には対戦相手のテクニックの介在というのはありません。
Okay.
コンボ重視のゲームが増え、駆け引き要素などは下がっていく。わからない人や初心者にはなおさら見ているだけの、やられているだけの状況が増えてしまう。
Okay.
結果が操作により決まりきることではなく、もっと差し合いやアドリブ性みたいなものを求めることはできないかなと考えました。結果として蓄積ダメージシステムが生まれました。相手のリアクションが毎回異なる。画面外に飛び出したらダメージがどうあっても負け。
Right.
これはいけるのではないかな。
Multiple interactions in neutral to eventually win.
ゲームを考えたのは1996年ですが、この頃は格闘ゲームのコマンド入力がやたらと複雑
And then
化
combos
している
started happening anyway.
That's the thing. Like, pause it.
Especially in fucking the first 2 Smash Bros games.
No matter what game
Yes.
you put,
Yes.
if there's some form of opposition and people have to think and like come together and butt heads, they will find a way to optimize it and take the fun out of it if you don't understand how to
Optimize the fun out of the game. Yeah.
They will optimize
no matter
the
how
fun.
much you lower it, no matter how easy it gets, right? Like Rising Thunder is a super fun game. If you have no execution barrier in front of you, the people who knew how to play fighting games would still dominate that shit with what was there. We are still going to use those tools to do things that are way more oppressive than the things you're going to just, you know. But if you're on your own level of like satisfaction, where it's just like, but how satisfied did you feel with that match? Well, you were able to do that uppercut when you wanted to, so you might feel okay about that, right? So there's different, you know, I'll let him finish, but I'm already cooking. I'm already cooking.
入力もあります。そこでパッドの方向プラスボタンでシンプルに直感的に操作できるものを目指しました。
That was good.
なお、スマッシュ入力、つまり弾きという概念が生まれています。素早く倒すとより強
Ingenious
く攻
concept.
撃したり、
That was really, really smart the way he did the game, you know? You can pick it up,
アナログ
you
スティ
hold
ッ
in
クが
that
実装される
direction
際、
towards the
できることを考え
opponent,
られ
it's going to do an attack towards the opponent. It makes sense, it's easy to pick up.
I initially did not like, I still do not like how you stop facing your opponent because it's more of a platformer than a fighter.
Okay, yeah.
Right? That part of it is something that is just, it's just a design preference. I don't like that. And, you know, not everything is going to be like the immediacy of a fucking big 3D fighter, you know, where you're right in each other's face all the time. But like, I know you can like have this system, like you could have the option to switch it on for like Ryu and shit, where he turns to face like Street Fighter or something like that. Wasn't there like a
play enough.
Okay, there was something to Ryu when he came out where they can make it so that he turns around like Street Fighter or whatever. But just in general, it was a like, you know, something where I was like, I'd rather continue to face the opponent like in that way. But being completely loose means you can do more things, right? I understand that like from a you know player expression point of view, more options is better.
に目が行きがちですが、私は入力が完成する時間に目をつけました。なお、スマブラといえば、任天堂のさまざまなキャラクターが出ることが売りの一つですが、これは企画書上には書いておらず、後から交渉することになります。 コンシューマーの格闘ゲームにおいて難しい点の一つに主役がいきなりいっぱいいる。
That's not Smash Brothers anymore. What are you doing?
例えばゼルダの伝説ならリンクという主人公
What an excuse to just put a bunch of obscure fighters in there. That's great.
候補上そういったことを順番に展開していけばイメージが伝わるのですが、格闘ゲームの場合いきなり主人公が8人とか12人とかいるわけですよね。お客さんに対して知らない人がいきなり12人とかいても親しみや取っかかりを持ちにくいですよね。
That's fair.
アーケードの格闘ゲームならとりあえずプレイしてみることは可能だし、他の人がプレイしているのも見ているわけだから。
The world hated the Third Strike characters until they learned to love them.
そのうち感情移入もできようものです。だけど何にも知らない、新入生キャラクターがいきなりずらっと並んでる状況
They become beloved with time, but that initial thing, that initial moment, you know. And if you do a good job, like Overwatch, you create a bunch of characters that people are going to like be like, oh yeah, those are classics right away, you know. But still,
it's hard to make.
The resistance of that versus the thing we know. You cannot deny the appeal of the thing we know. It's why every request for an LP is, hey, go back and do a thing I know, as opposed to, you know,
I did it. It's good.
Yeah,
you should do it.
Yeah. Or even like, hey, what do you want to see in this thing? The answer is never new characters. It's always the thing I know. It's that's the nature of
new character.
Yeah, for sure.
任天堂のキャラクターが殴り合いなんてとんでもないと拒否反応を起こされたものです。まあ遊んでないうちからですけどね。
ビフ。
また従来の格闘ゲームが頭に染みついている人にも、浸透が難しかったです。駆け引きの種類が全く違うので偏見を。
Okay, so this is a bit of a different point, right? I think we can.
それを担うためスマブラ券などを制作していたりもします。
Yeah. I think it's getting into a different topic there with the branding and the characters and such, which is also very interesting. Also, I mean, go fucking subscribe to Sakurai's channel. He's been putting out some fun stuff, and I love how the style of his videos is so similar to the style of like the user interface in like Brawl and shit moving forward, because it's like, oh, that's just his aesthetic. He likes that like workshop white table, you know, drawing board feel to his layouts, and it's fun. It's cool. Oh, that's his wife? That's cool. Nice. That's why. Okay, he presents information according to the way that his wife's designing.
That's cool.
Aesthetics are awesome. I like it. It's a unique thing that you're like, oh yeah, that's a Sakurai feeling user experience, you know.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna say that, like, yeah. So the discussion, of course, about like, you know, combos. And the idea of you start a combo and then the other person can't play and all that stuff.
And new players picking up combos too.
Right. Yeah. It is true that initially creates a situation where people stop playing and have to sit and watch, right? And there's not much they can do. And I think that there's room for all kinds. I think that some games innovated some awesome systems to deal with that. For example, Burst is a wonderful thing to keep you engaged while you're getting hit, because you have one moment to break that combo, but you got to pick it right so you stay engaged. It's a really fun way to like make it so that you're not just sitting and waiting the whole time, right? You have to hold that. It can be a part of your game design, but there's things you can do, right?
Killer Instinct did a great job with that.
Killer Instinct is my next example, because KI is a constant engagement on defense. KI is the most you're playing while getting hit in any fighting game.
And that's why I fell so deep into it for a few months, because I was like, oh, this game is godlike.
It's beautiful. The original game just wanted big stylish combos that would be really impressive to watch. And then they kind of went, oh, we got to put in a breaker because some of these are insane, right? And that was the end of the thought. And then in the new game, they went, how do we actually build a really intricate system around these ideas, you know? And those things are really fun ways so that on defense you can stay engaged, right? Directional influence while you're getting hit is another great way to influence, to have, not have fun, but to stay engaged, right? You talk about your DI influence on hit in Smash, right? You can fall out of a combo if the person is trying to combo you a certain direction and you're holding the opposite way, and they're going to do a move that whiffs entirely, right? That is the entire, not the entirety.
You need to be active on defense and on offense
while you're getting hit.
Yeah. On defense, you're trying to get out of the combo. On offense, you need to adapt to whatever the other person is doing with their DI.
Yomi Hustle
takes
that to a really aggressive level where you have burst and DI while you're getting hit, trying to get knocked out of combos by making them fuck up. So there's a lot to it, you know. I like those systems. I like mechanics where, you know, you can fuck around with, like, while you're getting hit. Tekken to some degree with the get wake up options and so on. You can guess bad and get blown up again or get hit on the ground or whatever. But all this to say that if you want a game that is like, no, we just want it to be like no burst, you hold it if you get hit and stuff, there's room for that, you know? And there's room for games where you can design it as Sakurai was intending to, where instead of having long combos, you actually have multiple, I'll call them neutral engagements, right? Because if you think about, I guess, like the highest level of like the way Street Fighter V ended, it would be one where the best players of that game would touch each other 3 times and the round would be over, right? And so, like, really good players in fighting games will look at them and go, how many times do I have to touch you to win the round? Right? Is it a 3-touch game? Is it a 2-touch game? Marvel is a 1-touch game, you know? In Sakurai's case, he wanted a game where you have multiple touches that build up to a winning knockout, but people found combos anyway. Not that they were intended to be that way, but they found them.
I wonder at which point Sakurai saw he knew there must have been like a few combos here and there, but how deep it went, you know, like during 64 you can zero death characters.
Of course.
You know? In Melee you can, but you can still use some techniques to like dodge some of these events where it's 0 to death, but it's still very, very combo heavy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Melee become a lot more about 0 to 100 as well, where it was
there are combos, you know?
Like guaranteed you're not going to tilt out of this.
Like if the guy doesn't mess up, it's like 0 to 30-40% assured,
right?
And like at higher percentages, when you have like more knockback, then it can be another 30% combo. And sometimes it's just like, no, I'm gonna kill you because your character doesn't fall when I do that move on you, and it's a set knockback, so I'm just gonna kill you.
I think that's fine, but just keep in mind that, like, I think, you know, we saw with Melee, he allowed the system to open up and become more deep, and then regretted it immediately and decided to like close it back up after Melee.
I wonder if he knew how deep it was, you know, because that's how it happens, you know, that you make the game, you're like, I think the game should be played like this, and then you put it in the hand of the passionate people and they're like, what are they doing with my game?
Well, regardless of how it turned out in the end on an intricate level, he just told us what he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted multiple neutral encounters to an eventual win, right? Yeah. So I just think that as far as it goes, you don't have to look at that and go, fuck any game that's like that. And you don't have to say like, yeah, fuck fighting games that you have to, where you just have to sit and watch yourself get beat up, right? It is true that someone's first experience on a game like that will feel bad, but that can apply to any genre.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Any genre that is too aggressive up front is going to turn the person off if they're the type of person who doesn't want a challenge and or isn't looking for you know, that type of like difficulty wall. Fucking, again, you can talk about Souls games all day or whatever, you know. I think that you don't need to take a universal design philosophy into account when you're making games like this. I think you should make some games that have different types of for different people, you know.
Do a game for you.
Yeah, I love the burst system in games when it exists, but I'm also fine with it when it's not there. And like if the game is fun and you can work with other tools around what's going on, you know, then I don't mind. If there's something that lets me like do something evasive on block, you know, then sure, I don't have a burst. Or, you know, CVS where you've got a 6 different grooves to pick from with your defense. So you want to dodge, you want to roll, wild, crazy fucking shit, you know, like, yeah. So I don't know. There's no one right winning answer on that is like the definitive best way to go about it in the end. Smash is great for what it's trying to do, and it's created a genre of like platform fighters, and then things leading all the way up to the ones we know. And there's room for all of the above, you know, because, I mean, shit, like, every one of these smaller communities that has people that are dedicated, that are playing them and connecting and staying in them and shit, like, you know, they're not dealing with overcrowding, overpopulation issues, but, like, there's more flavors for people who are like, well, I didn't like this, but I like the idea of a fighting game, and I just want to find something that clicks with me. Like, they will click on certain things that are just like, oh yeah, there's something about Skullgirls in particular that I really love, you know? Or there's something about whatever, Dead or Alive in particular that I really, really like, you know? And that stuff is like worth continuing to exist.
I'd say that, like, it's worth pointing out that Sakurai wanted to make a game that could look like this, and yet, like, on the screen we see, like, he's trying to give information to people so that they can actually enjoy the game. And maybe to him, fighting games, when he was saying, oh, you're getting comboed and you're just staring and getting comboed, you're not doing anything, you're not learning at the same time. But here he's like, yo, I want people to be able to, like, naturally learn what to do on their own. And he's making this website to like, teach the people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's definitely something that's kind of lacking in fighting games.
And here's the other thing too, right? And this is, I mean, this is the genesis of why we have so much discussion about the nature of fighting games as opposed to it just being a slam dunk for everybody who plays them. You don't have to talk about most genres of games and why they're popular. FPSs and RTSs and stuff, they just hit, right? People get it and they go. But go back to that diagram, right? 3 minutes in. Look at the picture he uses to describe getting comboed and not having fun. This is somebody walking to an arcade, standing in line, putting 50 cents down, spending money to sit down and get one game, one shot at a thing. They're going to look at a character select screen, not know who they're looking at, pick someone random, go up against someone who knows exactly what the fuck they're doing, get bodied, and walk away having an overall negative experience. This is not the same as you coming to my place, sitting in that third seat, and we're doing a fun episode of Newcomers with you. Nor is it the same Nor is it the same as you going to your friend's house and having a bunch of people there that know what they're doing and some that don't, and having a night of playing fighters together where, like, the skill is like, you go, oh, you lost? Cool. What did that match mean? Nothing, because we're going to hit replay and I'm going to play again and I'm going to show you, hey, actually, that character is pretty sick, right? You can do this, or you didn't know about that, fine. That's not the same as even going to a meetup or a local where you're like, oh, there's other people here that are at my level, let's dick around and play again and play together. Or even being online and just grinding it out in a lobby somewhere. Walking into an arcade, putting down money, having a single game experience, feeling bad about it and walking away is a unique thing in time.
That's not the general experience, I guess.
But it still influenced the genre from its earliest moments.
That's true.
Until where we are today.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well put.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Alright. My dad's saying some funny-ish.
There goes the boss of the operation. My father, Larry Wayne Petty Sr. Walking like he old. What's wrong with him?
Damn, that's a hard day's work,
You're
man.
on camera. Say something.
Last night and night before, there was 3 women walking down the street that way. I saw them. I said, hey, you 3 women, why are y'all walking down the street that way? There's nothing down there. And they flew away. I said, oh, them were some birds.
What the hell?
That was stupid.
Good shit, Dad.
Some dumb fun.
Good shit.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we going classic?
Teach him.
Oh, we going classic.
Why is he jumping? Teach him a lesson, Mike. What? Mike, teach him a lesson. Teach him a lesson, Mike. Get him.
What is happening? The leg!
Oh, the full experience.
The full experience.
Please tell me that was you, Adam, back there.
Yeah. Rage quit on him.
And that was the last we saw of him for a bit.
I want to have a serious discussion. No,
what did it accomplish?
Just sit down. Calm down. Let's have a serious discussion. This is serious talk.
Let's go.
So, I had a very serious talk with all of my brothers out there in the UK. Oh! Mike threw all his money? How much is that? That's like a 10?
There's a 20.
Yeah.
I think I see a 5. I think I see a Bart card in there.
Oh, but yeah, let's have a serious discussion. This will make you feel better. So, me and my UK brothers was having a very nice talk, very nice discussion.
He does not want to talk to you right now. He's not listening to a word you're saying.
He's listening. And if he's not listening, then we'll have this discussion.
Sure.
All right. So, we were talking about... Yeah?
He's done. He's actually gonna leave.
No.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess.
So let's have this real discussion though before we take the question, since Mike is clearly gone.
Okay.
So.
The only thing I would have done for this clip is just like, for the last 30 seconds, do you remember the intro when like the music would start playing and then it would slowly fade in? Mike just rolling his hands together. Then just slowly fade that in as we fade to black. Just yeah, what you got in store?
Oh man.
Oh god, that was
I felt
that was
for
the
Mike,
best.
man.
That was the best.
I felt for Mike.
God damn. Yeah.
Like that clip is good, but damn, when you know what's behind that soul, oh man. Well, at least we're hearing from him again.
Hell yeah.
I'm so happy to.
Hell yeah.
Because he's a real one.
Absolutely. Right? Getting some 6 going on and covering Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Get that fucking check. Do what you gotta do. Stack it. Mad respect.
He was real.
Hell yeah.
Mike Ross. Bro, put some respect on his name.
Focus. The hero of Focus. Yeah, no. I mean, God. Fucking best FGC shows.
No college humor. I haven't seen that in years.
Nice.
My favorite hoagies.
Have you heard or seen the Ari Spears, Tiffany Haddish fucking college humor skits that no? Okay. All right. Well, I they were in the news not too long ago and it was not good.
Uh-oh.
It was quite bad.
Did you just call the sub a hoagie? What's wrong with you? It's a sub, right?
Dude, I'm from Philadelphia. Go Phillies. And we call them hoagies there.
You're both wrong. I'm from Maine. Go Maine. And up there, we call them by their right name, grinders. Come on. All right, Jake. Subs or hoagies? Or grinders.
Go Phillies.
Heroes.
I mean, come on, man. Just what do you call a big sandwich?
Yeah. Pat, a word.
Jake, what's wrong with you? I never heard of that shit. What, sandwich? Whatever you want to call it. Look, I was raised on a commune in southwest South Dakota, okay? Bread was not allowed to lie with meat, for lo, such was an abomination. Wow, that is total news to me. Look, don't worry, man. Just say you agree with me, all right? All right, thanks, man. Hey, we also couldn't masturbate. I'm gonna go back up now. It's crazy. Me too. Jake would like to contribute to the conversation.
You're smiling.
All right.
I agree with
You're smiling.
Well, I wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah, all right. Reggie's enjoying it.
What do you wash it down with? It's soda, right?
Oh,
soda.
it's hot.
Hot. Jake. Sugar water is the devil's blood.
What was that? Those drinks were forbidden, dude. Leader says it turns your aura to dust. This sounds like a call.
All right, Skip.
All right, there we
Who's
go.
leader?
I'll watch it at home alone.
Oh, are you still interested?
No,
Reggie,
that's
don't
fine.
force a skip
That's fine. I'm not gonna look it up later.
If you're still interested in where this is going, we can stay in it.
That's fine. We can skip. We can skip.
All right. Well, that's that then.
It
was a good run.
That didn't come out last year. Let's just say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Some places say pop. Some places say soda. Other places call it a Coke. Yada yada. Some places call them heroes, even though heroes are really more like the Greek food, but that's more like gyro. But the word G and Y aren't pronounced because it's supposed to be hero. And yada 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 yada. Yes. All right. All right. College humor. That's some classic shit. And a fumble.
That was a good run. Good run.
Good run.
Good run.
Good
Look
run.
at that. Nagai. Long
man. Yeah.
That was cool.
So, I guess.
All right, Reddit.
Reddit?
He's going over that cliff.
Yeah. Speed Racer, like it's just Speed Racer is just violence and death. And but the music is the happiest, most cheerful shit ever. And like he could not give a fuck about what is happening around him. It is sadistic and insane. He's absolutely a sociopath. In retrospect,
I'm pretty sure I've seen some like collections of him just being like batshit crazy.
The intro to the show has cars flying through the air and crashing in burning death wrecks. And he's just like, yeah, go Speed Racer, go. Like, no fucks given. We saw last time what he was willing to do should he lose the race and allow the sister to get her heart transplant or whatever the fuck was. Fuck no. A win's a win. All right. Dark Souls 2, Rogue Warrior.
All right. You tell me if I should look away at any point.
In the world of Drangling.
You know what? Good point. Look away for a second.
I'm going to look at the chat.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Let's go in.
It's not going to... I mean...
It's not going to be super important.
Dark Souls 2, it ain't about the story.
Okay.
In the world of Drangleic, a curse is sweeping the nation. The hollow corpses of fallen men roam free. More people are hollowing by the day. It's up to one undead warrior to stop the plague and defeat evil. Undead by nature. Unmatched in skill. Half man, half undead, all hero. Like a moth drawn to the flame, he will go through hell and back.
Looks like it's time to go beyond death.
Dark Souls 2, Rogue Warrior. They took his girl, now he'll take their souls.
God, I love this style of music so much.
Yeah, that's why I'm like bobbing my head.
Can you fucking believe that Punch Mom doesn't? It's upsetting. It's upsetting on a regular basis. She hates 80s music. It's fucking upsetting. It's so good.
How did she feel about Kavinsky's Night Call?
Dude, like, we've been over this. We've had, like, multiple hour-long discussions that included going down a playlist one by one to go like, okay, how about this one? Okay, you're telling me you don't like this one? You don't like that one? And it was, like, mostly no's because there's a whole bit, you know.
We've spoken about it.
Yeah,
before,
we'll have to put it on trial at some point.
We decided to spare her at the time.
Yeah, there's a whole trial that needs to go down because a lot of it is just like oh, it just kind of sounds like corny old stuff and whatever. And I'm like, no, like like you go down and it's like, okay, you're gonna shit on Take On Me, and it's like, no, of course you're not. Okay, Take On Me is fine, right? But then there's a bunch of them in there where I'm like, anyway, it's a thing. It's a thing. And like it's weird because like the stuff that she did like is like because it's like oh, that sounds like old corny like parent music, but it's like no, but the stuff that she is into is kind of that, but for just like other like genres.
Okay.
You know, CCR and that type of shit. So there's a
Clearwater.
yeah. You know,
all
anyway,
the Rush stuff.
Anyway, there's gonna need to be a trial at some point on that because it's just
listen to Chicago, the old stuff.
You know, it's like okay, because you go that way and into you know, because you go to that side of things. You gotta reject this side of things, and it's like, no, you don't. You don't.
Why can't you just accept it all? Open your arms. Can you open your ears like you accept art with your arms?
Right. There was a tweet I saw that was like a composer was just like doing like 80 sounds synth, and it was just, and the caption was just like, it's 1989. Two gangs walk into an alley and accidentally start a brawl. And it's just like scoring that, and I'm just like, let's go.
Yeah,
so good, man.
Out.
Yeah. Anyway,
I gotta expand. Shout outs to Rob TV, who was saying on Twitter that he decided to listen to white people music, and I was like, hey, you go, boy, you go.
Okay, I saw that, and then was that not like he decided to listen to white people music, starting with Rage Against the Machine?
To be fair, I was like, homie.
Yeah, real white people music. Zach De La Roca, real fucking white people music right there.
I was like, where were you at, son?
Like, I mean, Jesus Christ on that.
You gotta get on that shit.
Yeah.
Man, I was about to send him some MCR.
Don't make me point at the fucking the rodeo sign again. You know, how many times am I gonna need to fucking quote it, right? Anyways, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Duck this one.
Duck this one.
Damn.
Oh god, that game is so good. God. Yeah, A class.
Yeah, that's pretty hard. That's pretty heavy.
Hard to reproduce.
Yeah, that's a stop session right there. What you doing? Try to make sure if you're still nobody sharpening knives in the kitchen.
Well, I don't know. I saw her walk by.
I felt the presence.
Yeah. I just want her to know that she's eventually going to have to be on trial. Hey. You around? No. Okay.
No?
All right. That's
Okay.
fine.
No answer.
That's okay. Where'd she go?
/ignore.
No, literally. Where'd she go?
Feels like an appropriate response. Okay, I'm out of here.
This is so far beyond the books you need to return now. You just lit a librarian on fire. Get back here.
Listen, in my eyes, you're already on fire.
Where'd you go?
Trying to butter you up
There
a
you
little
are.
bit.
Claire, where'd she go? Claire, she must have gone back up the stairs. Claire. Oh, I guess I'll go back upstairs. Wait a second. You get back here, little lady. Where'd she go? She must have gone back up the stairs. I must tend to my books. It's a good thing she's not Wait a second. Claire, return your books to the library. I need them. Where'd she go? Well, I guess I'll get back to the shelves and tend to my keeping of books. Wait a second! Get back here! You need to return your copy of 101 Magic Tricks to do it! Where'd you go? Oh, dang it! Oh no, this is a game of mental ping pong. Am I having a panic attack? Claire, there you are! I found you! After searching for so long! I need that book!
Oh, okay. Alright. The parking permit and then... Oh?
Nice. Yeah, good bit. That was good. That's Mysterious JoJo, but that is a clip from
original source.
Snapcube. Nice.
Real-time fandubs. Interesting. Like a good concept. Okay.
Most original question I'm gonna ask you right now. You ready for it?
What inspires me? I'ma sock you in your fucking throat. I swear to God.
Or what inspires you?
They watching this and think that was fucking scripted, you dumb fuck. I told you not to act. I hate that question.
It's just that people want to know.
Oh, I hate that fucking.
Tyler. Damn, dude. Incredible.
He still went there.
I mean, it's just one of those bits where it's just like the world has become a very complicated place where social relationships online can become real stressors of people, especially if that's the only environment they know. And depending on how and where you live in isolation and the only connections you have are online, those deepened connections, when they break, can mean a lot of pain that is absolutely real. And people go through some shit because the internet will, can on a dime flip on you and your social circles, especially in years like high school or elementary school, when you don't know better, when that's the entirety of your time on this earth, means so much to you when someone unfriends you, bans you, or talks some shit, or it goes down. But then you just go back to that Tyler the Creator tweet where he's like, what the fuck is cyberbullying, bro? Just get the fuck up, go outside and smack my head. Like, what are you talking about? And just walk away. Like,
oh no,
turn
Tyler.
off the screen.
Buddy.
God damn, dude.
Buddy.
How is he also right, though? The first version of touch grass ever. You know? Where it's just like, it's that bit where it's just like, on Chappelle's show, where it's just like, is pimping easy? And everyone's like, nah, hell no. Pimping. And then that one dude is like, hell yeah. Somehow that is also correct. You know? And it's just like, absolutely, right? Yes, it's real, it's a thing, but also like, yo, just walk away. Oh fuck yeah, the original touch grass, man, so good. You tried. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing perfect.
Okay.
It's just every time I pick it up, it's like sadness, and my water cup's being empty. So I'm like,
do you want to get a refill?
I think I might. I think just a second, folks.
All right.
Because that Mountain Dew is
all right. Quick refill.
Just a second, folks.
BRB.
You've been talking shit.
What's your problem with 80s music? Why do you hate 80s music?
Who hurt you?
Okay, I feel like I'm still a little kid, and I'm just like, ugh, it's kind of old and outdated, and it's, I don't know, I just...
and CCR is not old and outdated?
But it's like so old that it doesn't feel like, you know, kind of cringy. It's like really, it's like, you know, almost like Bach or whatever. You're just like, it's so old. It's like classic.
I was gonna ask, look, what about Mozart and symphony?
And Bob Dylan and fuck,
Okay,
like...
Here we are. You know, like, I don't know, if you're decorating your home and there's like a trend, and then now a house that's just like 10 years old decoration, you're like, ugh, that's like
a bit tacky, a bit.
Yes, but you go into like a 50-year-old house and you're like, this is cute. This has like its thing.
It's vintage,
like,
yeah.
Exactly. For the 80s, it just sounds old to me, and everything before that feels more vintage. There's enough distance. I didn't grow up in the 70s. I didn't, you know? So it's okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. And
It's
you will be put on trial.
Uh-huh.
We did a trial in private.
Yeah.
We did run down a list of songs. Oh, true. Little V was there. And we did go down a list of songs, and it was like, hold on a minute. Nobody hates fucking, again, Take On Me. Nobody, right? And there were some that you were like, okay, yeah. And the ones that you were like partial to were basically because it was Queen, right?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, Queen.
Everything with Queen gets the exception, gets the pass.
All right. What about Prince?
I don't know much Prince.
Okay. Maybe you need to do some homework then.
But I mean, you know, but just but the thing was just like the sound
of the
synth
80s.
Sound of the 80s just creates an instant, or even or just like the sound of like a of the fog kind of like filling the room, you know, or like right.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
Bro. I can feel it coming in the like. What are we doing? What is happening?
I don't even know what to say because she said some shit about Bach, and I'm like, yo, how are you gonna go all the way to Bach, Mozart, bangers?
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's anyways.
I feel like I've been bullied into liking some. Like Journey, I never liked that song.
Don't Stop Believing.
Don't Stop Believing.
I never liked it, and then it became popular, and I'm like, well, now I have to like it because it's a fucking thing, and now I genuinely like it because it's just so.
Because by overexposure.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna send you some Journey tracks.
What are we doing?
Okay,
here?
you're gonna listen to Separate
Don't
Ways.
Stop.
Okay, you're gonna listen to Separate Ways, and you're gonna tell me that you don't feel anything. Oh, I'm gonna spam you. I'm gonna send you some Journey or something, or some Chicago.
God.
I like a couple of
Chicago is like over like 40 years or so like 60s, 70s. But the 80s is like, yo, Peter Cetera, yo, the glory of love. How are you gonna, yo, Karate Kid?
So there was a bunch of shit that was borderline 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
That scraped by.
Okay.
You know,
squeezed through.
Yeah, but then there was some shit where we hit like George Michael and Kylie Minogue, where she was just like, and I was just like, I like, it's like food. You know how your food tastes? We're like this,
like,
and then I was
George
just
Michael
like,
and Wham?
Put the sushi in your mouth. It's good, and you're like, it is good. I like sushi now. It's like that. God damn it.
Man.
Yeah. No, wake me up before you go.
Yeah,
nothing.
That is very poppy. That is very poppy.
But I'm starting on like the catchy.
Yeah, the catchy.
Because the deep cut's not gonna fucking cut, right? And again, well, anyways, we don't have to get into. You don't have to fucking yuck the yums if you would. But you played some Bob Dylan tracks.
Yeah, Bob Dylan's great.
And you know, and yeah.
Where are you going with this?
Anyway,
but the synths, it's a no for you. No synthesizers. Like...
It just kind of sounds tacky to me. So I'll be
like Tears for Fears. So everybody
that's
wants
tacky,
to rule the world.
Do you know everybody? That's not tacky at all.
Right now down the road.
Fucking garbage shit. I'm sorry, I don't get it. It sucks. Anyways,
this is the story of the hurricane.
Okay, well well maybe, okay, all right, you know, fine.
Okay.
A lot of it sucks, dude.
You have to understand.
Anyways,
one
whatever.
of my favorite white songs is "Everybody Wants to Rule the World."
What is that song?
Tears for Fears.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
There's a room where the light won't find you. And the walls come tumbling down. It's such a banger. Oh man.
99 red balloons. You know.
99 big red balloons. That's very popish still. Yeah.
It's so prevalent, you know what I mean? But I don't think it actually sounds good.
Understandable. Like, if you hate 99 big red balloons, I'm not gonna take it from you. Like, I understand, but there's a lot of good 80s music. Yeah, there's a lot of soulful music, you know?
Again, we dropped some fucking fill.
Yeah.
We dropped some fill. And it was like, I mean, if the level 3 super doesn't land, I don't know what else to do. If Phil Collins ain't gonna work, I don't know what to do.
In the Air Tonight doesn't get to you.
Yeah, that works better. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice.
It's one of the greatest of all time. But,
Oh,
you know.
it's so good.
All right.
Well, thank you for lending yourself to this discussion.
Yeah.
Although
But
you know you're being judged.
And yeah. We didn't actually touch on 80s hip hop because I didn't want to know the answer. So I think we just left that alone. I think she just doesn't know it, really. I think it's just, the hip hop, the hip
hop, and it don't stop. Rock on.
Anyone rapping about food or just like being late for the bus, yeah. And anyone whose name is this and they're here to say, yeah, that's fine. We don't have to go there. I don't know if I could take it, but yeah, no, all right. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this, even though we already did.
Me into it because it's worked with Journey, so obviously that pathway is there in my brain.
She can be bullied into it.
Don't bully me. Oh.
Yeah. Or it could be just repackaged and presented like a Kanye sample or a Daft Punk, style
and also
modern
like,
thing.
Stranger Things and getting into that vibe. I was like, okay, I can get into this.
The Stranger Things synth, wow. Yes, it's a feel, it's an aesthetic, and synth wave as well, right? The lasers and the grid and the palm trees and the,
Yeah, and now it's been old enough, and I've been re-exposed in a new brain, so I can rewrite these memories.
Yep. It's okay. It's just like food. Yeah. Like sometimes you don't like tomatoes when you're a kid, and then like you're 20, and then your taste buds start dying, and then tomatoes aren't that bad,
Is Call on Me a fake 80s song? It was more
Call
modern.
On Me?
Yeah,
Eric Pride.
Yeah, it's a modern song, but it's just
yeah.
kind of fake retro, right? Yeah, it sounds okay. Yeah, okay. All right.
The video clip was
definitely, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Catchy song, but all right. Okay.
Have you seen the movie Drive with
No.
I did. Yeah, we watched it.
Did we watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the Jake.
Yeah, well, the poster's up right there because it's great.
Ryan Gosling,
Ryan Gosling, but the in fact, wasn't this how this started? Didn't we finish Drive and I was like, how fucking sick was that? And you were like, I didn't like the music.
Oh.
I feel like we talked, or my first memory was talking about it with Little V.
Okay. No.
But I don't know if...
No. 100%. Okay. We were at your older place and I was going down a playlist of tracks. And we might not...
I think it's your place.
Yeah. No. Yeah. But there was the time with Little V, but before that, there was a time when I was just going down iTunes. And I remember like I was just Googling 80s tracks. And I'm like, this is the top 50. Let's just go down this list, right? And I think it might have been after watching Drive, and you were like, I didn't like the music. And I think that might have sparked a discussion. I think so. Because that's absolutely one of those things where you're like, what do you mean? That was so, or like Blade Runner music and all that shit. Yeah. But all right. Okay. All right. We're gonna
stop judging me now.
No.
It's over.
No. That's
we will.
Kind of like what's peculiar about this person? That's definitely top 3. They don't like 80s music. What do you mean they don't like 80s music? I don't know.
No, we'll get to the bottom of it. I think that's okay.
I just don't like it sometimes.
That's very fine. That's very fine. It's very unfair. I agree with you. It's totally unjustified, but here we are. Just gotta hold that. We love you. Bye. We love you, though. But, it's just weird.
Thank you for coming on Blast.
All right. Nice little interlude.
Like, no, we understand. The opinions are incorrect, however.
Fucking wrong. That shit crazy, but that's fine. We love you.
I'm in there, man.
For the long
I'm
run.
in there.
long.
Hello, my name is Bethany Johnson. This is my husband, Roy, and our son is trapped in 2016. Jeremy, can you take out the trash for me, baby? Why would I take out myself? Listen, I love Jeremy.
I'm sorry
if
for
he sends
that.
another meme about
No.
being orange, I might disown him. Mom, your doggo is a mood.
So me and my boy Josh are gonna see how much Jeremy knows about today's humor, just to test the severity of his condition.
Hey Jeremy, check out this meme about a mouse with a Supreme logo and boots, and he's saying, "Be as quiet as a mouse."
I don't get it.
No, what the f*** are you doing?
Okay, it's a good thing it was a short.
Yeah.
short.
No, brevity is the soul of wit.
Brevity helps.
Yeah. No, that works, but it needed to be exactly 50 seconds long. You know the deal.
All right, there's a table at the back over there.
Mhm.
You all can go over there.
Mhm.
You're in.
Ah.
Well, that's an instant win, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. He can do that? Can Virgil actually do multi-kicks like that?
Percent.
All I have is a Marvel 3 moveset.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know if you knew what this was, so I was gonna leave it be and just be like, hey, look at the cool stick figures doing some stuff. Don't think too hard about what you're seeing.
2000.
Yeah. So no, the nice. Remember that Virgil Marvel mod that like added a crazy ton of shit to the move list? Right. So a big part of what that was about. Nicely done. That was cool. Yeah. A big part of what that was about was like actually having him switch through the weapons, because he has 3 weapons that he can use. You know, Yamato, Force Edge, and Beowulf.
Okay.
And like kind of like Dante switches weapons, but like since Virgil's only doing those 3, they're just kind of seamlessly integrated into each other.
Okay.
But like every time you see him doing like for example the uppercut where he does the 2 round kicks,
Yeah.
that's him switching to Beowulf for 2 seconds.
Okay.
You know, when he does the lunar phase,
Yeah.
he's switching to Beowulf for 2 seconds,
Okay.
and then switches it off. So you're seeing all 3 of his moves come out for a bit and then back over, you know, type of thing, as opposed to a dedicated style switch. Yeah.
Cool. We learning. Well, I am.
Killer Queen! I need another bomb. I can make anything a bomb. Yeah, but this will be a cool bomb. Okay. Okay, so it's a tank. But a small tank. And it has a skull on it and can talk to people. What's wrong? Do you want an honest criticism? Yes? That's fucking stupid. That's not criticism. Later. I need another bomb. Ah, Jesus. No, this one will be good. I can only use 1 bomb at a time. Why do we need 3? Shut up. Okay, so it'll make a tiny U. What? Shut. It'll make a tiny U, and it'll stay on a person. And if anyone talks to the person the tiny U is on, the tiny U will appear in their eye. Will they explode? They will explode. Okay. And after they explode, time will reset and create a constant time loop until I find out who blew you up. But I won't know who it is, so time will continuously reset, because they'll continue to explode even if they don't talk to the person the tiny U is on. Why can't I just be a simple cat, man? Because hands make my dick rock hard!
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah. You see, the real problem / answer is that while Punch Ghosts got really popular, Araki saw two paths, and he's like, okay, Punch Ghosts are the career. We gotta lean into them. But this shit is getting too normal for me now, because if everyone is expecting Punch Ghosts, that's not bizarre anymore.
That's not cool. That's not bizarre. It's expected.
Exactly. So that needs to keep happening. And as you see, by the time we get to 6, for those of you who have been watching, he's practically arguing with himself at like the concept of what a stand is needs to be questioned in order for this to continue to be bizarre. Because if you get used to the bizarre, it's not bizarre anymore. So that's it.
Hey, keep it weird, buddy.
Yeah.
Keep it Kimiona.
It's the best. It's just, you know, like it says on the tin, bizarre adventure, and you go like 5 parts in and you know what you're looking at. And if it stops being bizarre, then it's not, you know, it's wrong. So remember when Capcom put out JoJo's Venture? They took the bizarre out. It was weird. Anyway.
I come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife, and he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. All points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that, it looks like 2 balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right, this is what you get. My super laser piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the moon, you idiot.
That would kill the Earth, by the way. That.
23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too.
Yeah, my understanding is they just do those like live dub while going through it. That shit's crazy. That's great.
That's nuts.
We watched the Shadow, the fucking Shadow the Edgelord ones before.
So did they play the game?
I don't know.
Because if it's like a live improv, that's crazy.
It seems to be. It's great.
It's good, Nate.
Where are we going? Oh, we got one of the vetters sneaking something into the list here.
Woolie and Reggie, it's your favorite moderator here, Scud Nate. I know that you don't normally take in fan requests for games, but I think I can persuade you.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Let me introduce you to the hit video game of 2004, Vampire the Masquerade.
I've heard good things.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, Leo, Scud. Scud.
Reason number 1, Goth Girls.
I know.
Reason number 2, Goth Guys.
Sure. I know what it is.
It's a good game, and trust me, on that one, I have a source.
Oh my God.
That I made it the fuck up.
I hope this has convinced you that not everyone wants you to play fake games.
No.
Because fuck that noise. I'm timing
I
out
know.
everyone suggesting fake games in chat. I hope you liked my presentation.
This feels like an abuse of power.
Hugs from small Canada.
This feels like an abuse of power, and I don't know what to do with it.
Wait, Denmark is small Canada?
That's wild. That is wild. That is a egregious use of the abilities that you've been granted. Look, no, I know that Vampire the Masquerade is really good, and I know that it is also one of those classic games with a ton of great writing in it. I remember when my brother was playing that back in the day as a kid, and we were also going to Neverwinter Nights and a bunch of the old D&D style games and shit. And it was one of those things that I remember looking into, and the vibe check I got was that it was not gonna run smoothly in any reasonable fashion on a modern system. And then there was that whole like Was it fan remake or was it a report? What was
I
it?
know that the fans, they rebuilt the game because it was very buggy, and then they even added more lines. And expanded on the story.
Yeah. So I know that there's a bunch of fan tape holding it together to some degree. I don't know the actual reliability and stability of all that, but yes, Vampire the Masquerade has come up before. Yeah, there would have to be it would have to be like okay, by all those it would have to be able to run properly and not explode. And then I guess there's also just like length content, all that other stuff and so on. But yeah, no, man, I've heard a lot of good things about it for sure. And I have vague memories of it as a kid because I remember when I first saw Pigtail Harley Quinn.
Okay. I
was like, oh, you're doing the Vampire Masquerade girl. I've seen her already. You're doing that girl thing.
Okay.
That was an archetype that I remember. Okay.
MTL Stars is something that he suggests to me. He's like, you know what you should play? You should play that game. It's really good. There's a lot of like voice acting and everything. Yeah, he's really into it.
No, there's a list of games that are like super old with unbelievably strong writing that are things that I want to know more about because like that shit's really compelling. But there's often just like some sort of thing to it, like that or whatchamacallit. Planescape Torment is like this super old, awesome, incredible written thing, but it's like 1,000,000 billion words.
Yeah, that's
and
a lot.
like 2% of them have been voice acted. Type of thing, and you're just like, oh my god, what are we gonna do here? It's a bit of that disco before the director's cut situation, and it honestly, for those things, it's like if I could come up with a solution, or if I just want it bad enough, right? Because, for example, Front Mission 3, no voice acting. That's a ton of dialogue and reading right there.
Right.
But you know what? Robots. So I want it bad
Good
enough. Vampire the Masquerade, as a subject matter, but I can be convinced if it's really, really well done. But on just in terms of like how much are you willing to like
class?
Yeah, how much am I willing to dry my throat out? On the sub. I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it for the robot game more than I'm gonna do it for the other one. But again, I know that I've heard much about the quality over the years for sure. Yeah, I don't know, Scud. I don't know about that. That was
the game is fully voiced, right? Like I think people are saying it's fully voiced. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. My comparison was more the technical things that might occur,
the
with
bugs and everything
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
But what was I saying?
Scarnet, you were gonna talk to him?
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't know about that fucking.
That's
I don't know about that, man. I don't like that.
That sneaky shit post.
You guys should know if you want to know something about me. I don't like that sneaky shit. I don't like that. Jumping in front, putting things up there. But I guess if it was submitted as normal and then just happened to pop in, then if it was a normal submission and then somebody vetted their own submission and then called it fine, I guess that's fine.
Conflict of interest?
I don't know. But it is just a hey, play my game video at the end of the day. So you're on thin ice. Nate, you're on thin ice. You're sneaking by, but I don't like it. The next one isn't the next one that tries that gets anti-recommended.
Damn.
That's what's up.
Full on hate.
The next type of sneaky surprise attack at the start of the second round, absolutely confirmed it's never happening. Okay, it took a second.
Are you okay?
Oh my, control your soul.
Spitfire!
Yeah! Let's go!
I can hear the mom screaming, Billy!
What are you doing in the backyard again? I told you to stop it! Thomas! Talk to your kid! I can't do anything with him!
The righteous will succeed. Let's go. That's amazing. That's pretty fucking good. And they kept going through the night too.
He's not even on the platform anymore.
Absolutely.
He's just burning the yard.
Oh, collective consciousness. No. Oh, the collective consciousness has failed. Damn.
And the next day, he tried to fry a whole turkey.
Yeah, exactly. Metal Gear Thomas has fallen. Good shit. Good shit. Strong
Classics
bit.
of game 165.
Boo! Injury time. Let's go. What? Yeah! Shaolin Soccer!
Whoa.
Oh, that's the best. Fuck yeah.
That was an insane goal.
You thought it was a simulator and then superpowers came out. Damn.
That was wild.
Hell yeah. Dude, Shaolin Soccer vibes. The cameraman. That's amazing. I fucking love it. More of that.
Why was the game allow this? That was brutal.
Fucking Mario Strikers, take a note. Alright, couple more.
So, who broke it? I'm not mad. I just want to know.
I did. I broke it.
No, you didn't. Tom?
Don't look at me. Look at Ben.
What? I didn't break it.
Huh, that's weird. How'd you even know it was broken?
Because it's sitting right in front of us and it's broken.
Suspicious.
No, it's not.
If it matters. Probably not, but April was the last one to use it.
Liar, I don't even drink that crap.
Oh, really? Then what were you doing by the coffee cart earlier?
I used the wooden stirrers to push back my cuticles. Everyone knows that.
Okay,
Jerry.
okay, let's not fight. I broke it. Let me pay for it, Ron.
No. Who broke it?
Ron, Don has been awfully quiet.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I broke it. It burned my hand, so I punched it.
All right, Ron.
Sure, sure.
Who broke it?
Parks and Rec JoJo.
Yeah. Who broke it? I'm here to kill chaos.
Oh god, here we go.
We are here to kill chaos.
Oh god.
We must kill chaos. My quest is to kill chaos. Chaos will die. I can't fucking stand chaos. He pisses me off. Chaos.
Did you see the original trailer for Strangers in Paradise? Okay. So, it's the Final Fantasy like game made by Team Ninja that's like action and pretty good. And basically it was showing off all the stuff and whatever, but he never shut the fuck up about killing chaos.
I see.
Chaos won't escape. Chaos killed my wife and fucked my dog and recorded it. Chaos. I have the MP4 on my MacBook. Chaos is a loser nerd with no friends. Chaos. This is the shrine of chaos. Chaos.
Like from what I can tell, the actual game is also just like that. Like he just does nothing but go off about fucking
Even when you actually play it, like,
chaos will be
not just the trailers.
Yeah.
So the trailer was faithful.
I want to
yes.
Actual gameplay.
So it seems.
So I think he's around.
But
this is the shrine.
Despite all of this,
I just shit
like
my
really good
pants.
combat.
He's here. Chaos.
Team
Chaos
Ninja
pissed
doing
on
good?
my doormat. Chaos. He was trying
A
to
lot of
draw
people
his
had
own
good things to
face
say
with
about it.
this. Chaos is the speed-eating champion in Scranton, Pennsylvania, Chalupa Division. Chaos. I won't rest until Chaos is defeated. Chaos hates capitalism, and yet he participates in it. Ironic. Chaos. Fucking piece of shit. I hate that guy. I won't forgive Chaos. Chaos. Chaos bought the last Skylander at my local Toys R Us. Chaos. Even though he knew I wanted it. I'm going to kill Chaos. Chaos. Chaos can't even bench one plate. I know that Chaos is here. Chaos is Team Edward. But I haven't seen Twilight yet, so I don't know if I'll agree with that. This is the end for Chaos. I should have known Chaos was behind Chaos won't stand in my path. Chaos will taste my revenge. Chaos does a lot of volunteer work. Chaos. And makes a big impact in his community. Chaos. Bitch. I hope Chaos doesn't think my shirt is weird. His opinion means a lot to me. Chaos. Chaos downloaded a bunch of dolphin porn onto my computer. That's how come it's on there. Chaos. Who are you?
I am Chaos.
Yeah, it like once it came out and it was good, I think everyone kind of leaned into it a bit. But like at the time, it was like, what the fuck is happening? Why is this way? You know, and then there's jokes. And there's cutscenes too of just like wacky moments of like people getting up to start their monologue, and he's just like, "Shut the fuck up, Chaos!" You know, just like shutting people up, and record scratch moments and shit. Did the original trailer say his last name, or was that a reveal for later?
Like Chaos Williams or something?
No, it didn't. Okay. All right, because there's a whole other angle to this game and stuff, but yeah. All right. It also played I Did It My Way, and caused some copyright problems.
I see.
Limp Bizkit, yeah. So yeah, is the reveal like? I don't know. Is it like, should I just shut up? Or is it, it's okay? Yeah, okay. So his name is Jack Garland.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know. So, all right. Last couple. Plus scrotum. Yeah.
Damn. Hard to side with the police when
Raccoon
you see this
dog.
kind of action.
5 billion dead cops. Just death, but Tanuki is a fuck.
I mean, you must have done something.
I do.
That.
I mean, look, there's some lore out there. There's the Tanuki and their balls, and that's like surface level iceberg weirdness, right? You know the iceberg meme, and then you go beneath the water, and like you get to the shit where it's like this thing is it's like an eyeball inside of an asshole, and like it's like a dude demon bent over, and the eye is in the asshole, and it comes at you that way, and that's like an ancient Japanese demon. Like it's a thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's popped up in Okami. It's popped up in yokai stuff. There's a yokai that's a demon that's an eye asshole eye. Like I don't like.
All
it's
right.
Goatse.
Yeah.
Put an eyeball in Goatse.
Yeah.
That's a yokai. Yeah. And then there's just like Shin Megami Tensei with Mara, and you know what I mean. So yeah. Classic. All right.
Balls against police.
Combo movie. Okay, yeah, let's call it there. There we go. We'll put a little session bookmark.
Slip it in.
All right.
And we're calling it. How far did we go?
Well,
what's left actually?
I think
no, not too much.
Yeah, we started late because we got
a lot of
cheese Gaiden. Cheese Gaiden was real. So, but we'll have to we'll have to pick it back up. I don't regret it. It was a good talk. We learned. We laughed. We loved. Yeah, if it was like a 2-second or so, but it seems like it's gonna be like a
long one,
a cool combo video. So, yeah, alrighty. And then of course we got to wrap up over here.
Oh,
excuse me. How you doing, Geo? The game. What's up? Reminded me. Hold up. What? Reminds me of Black Twitter was responding to the New York Times tweet about Jollof and saying how terrible it is for you to eat. Got to stop the gentrification before we see before it stops and we see Jamie Oliver making a shitty version of maybe it. Okay.
Making a shitty version of jollof rice. I haven't seen the New York Times tweet about jollof.
Ah. Okay. Right. Got it. That Ghana yellow rice type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know the name.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was a lot.
It's Nigerian or Ghana rice. I've seen it before, but I definitely didn't know the name. Gotcha. Okay. Kumatori, how you doing? Long. Omag. He studied theater in Japan. Our teacher casually mentioned that he was a singer for this ad. Oh shit. He got paid pretty well. Didn't know the commercial went viral until a student showed him his own voice with 1 million views.
Wow.
Damn. Yeah. It was a good campaign, man. Good bit. Hey gents, Wu-Tang Chicken, how you doing? Thank you very much for the support. Was recently gifted a pack of 6 beer from Quebec.
Oh.
Yeah, it was made in Chambly. The brewery's called Unibrew. Yeah, we know those.
Popular.
I'm going in blind. Either of you familiar with it? And if so, am I in for a good time? Cheers. Yeah, some of the flavors are pretty good. Some of them I don't like. They're all notable because they're at the store and they have like the fancy art.
Yeah.
Right? So everything from Unibrew has like a really fancy label. I find Saint Ambroise is a different thing, right? Or is it a part of that?
I'm not sure about Saint Ambroise.
I think the apricot was
The
part of it.
McOsman
I'm
type
not
of thing?
sure.
Oh.
Well, so if you're getting the mix of 6, it might have an apricot beer in there that's really good, and Le Chevalier is really good.
Cheval Blanc or whatever.
Is it Cheval Blanc? Yeah, Cheval Blanc, not Chevalier. Cheval Blanc. Yeah, those are the 2 good ones I'd say. The others are like, if you're down for like real bitter IPA tasting stuff, they're good for that, but you have to be into that flavor. You know, most of the time it's a bit too like
Hoppy
yeah,
whatever,
yeah. It's not my favorite.
IPA
But
is I have 1 and then I'm done. I need to pass on to another flavor palette.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, the texture comes nice, but then the flavor is a bit much, you know. But the apricot and the Cheval Blanc are pretty good.
Unibrew is like it's definitely above like the bottom of the barrel.
Yes.
Like
For sure.
Like Budweiser, Coors Light, all of that is like beer pong beer. And then if you want like a better beer, you can go with Unibrew, and you probably have like a Blanche de Chambly or a Blanc de Chambly in there.
Yeah, it's artisanal microbrewery,
Yeah.
as opposed to like fucking toilet wash, shower microbrewery type shit, because I know that like if you like America has like they've got like cheap shit that's just dirt, and then they've got cheap shit that's more like artisanal type of thing, but it's a mixture. In this case, yeah, this is like the classier side of it, but it's all right.
Samuel Adams. Rolling Rock.
Man, I was not a PBR guy until fucking MTLSF, until the fighting game community locals I did not
It's
not
very
get into
hipstery
it.
now.
Yeah. But it was always just like, oh, that shit, like fucking dollar beer garbage, you know. And it was like, and then I just through hanging out and doing locals, I'm like, okay, I got
Cheap
used to
beer
this taste.
for the alley.
Yeah. I got used to the tastes, you know. Anyways, and NB Usagi, how you doing? Hey, what's good, Woolie? Been a good 5 months. Sending nothing but love and good health to you, Woolie, Reggie, and Punch Mom. Thank you. Much love. Appreciate you. Thanks for the 7 months.
Usagi is a rabbit?
Usagi is rabbit.
It's
Usagi
the year of the
Yojimbo.
rabbit. Also.
Yeah.
They have a good year.
Usagi Yojimbo, classic rabbit samurai. Usagi, also Sailor Moon's real name.
Right. All right.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. All right, guys. We're going to leave you there. Thanks for hanging. It's been a fun little Friday night bit.
A little chilling.
Yeah. So, let them know what's going on.
What's going on? We'll be gone until Monday. Monday, Woolie will be participating in the special Guilty Gear Strive event where he will be doing some commentary for Sejam's beginner tournament, I believe.
Yeah, so
you can pull up the information for that.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
In the meantime, you can check out the content on WoolieVS. That's the name of the channel on YouTube. Latest releases, Castle Super Beast clips. You can check out the Viola patch, and forfeiting is not rage quitting. That's true. There should be a distinction for that.
We were talking about it, and somebody wrote in to be like, yeah, I was playing Magic the Gathering online, and I ended up forfeiting a bunch of games because my mulligans were bad. And I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's totally part of the game. No problem.
That's fine.
It's not a rage quit.
You want to take the L, take the L. That's
yeah,
fine, yeah.
But it's the person who says, no, I will not give you my points, slow tier god style. I'm disconnecting before the match even registers the loss. That's a rage quit. Right?
They mulligan and then they quit.
No. The card game is fine. It's just a forfeit. The game registers the loss.
Yeah.
I'm saying what we count a rage quit and why it's different.
Yeah. If you're
is somebody who stops the game before it even registers the loss because you're too salty.
Yeah.
Right? If you're too much of a baby to take the L.
For me, it's like
that's a rage quit.
If you're losing and like the points are there and you're stealing the point, that's terrible. But as long as there's a system in place, if you're losing and you see that there's no way for you to come back and you end the session early, for example, you versus me at Shrek Super Slam, if I decide to quit there, that's because I know there's no way that I'll come back and I'll go on to the next game. And for me, that's a forfeit and not a rage quit, you know?
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. As opposed to like the soccer game.
The soccer game, I was getting washed, and I didn't have enough time to come back on there, so that's a forfeit to me too.
Okay.
Although, in a real life, it's a soccer game, you have to go through with this, but that was a video game. I was like, okay, next game.
But in real life, there's no denial of conclusion. Right?
Exactly.
Like in real life,
you will suffer until the end.
In real life, you would have to Alt F4 the keyboard or kick the power button. That's a rage quit in real life.
It's a rage quit.
Right? Admittedly, real talk. But, you know, in circumstances online, that the nature of it is like, I'm too salty to lose. I will not allow the game to conclude. If you online were rage quit by just putting the controller down and then it continued, then it would be a forfeit.
That's a forfeit.
You know? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So I'm going to retweet the event, but it is happening. Yeah, Solid Bones is twitch.tv/Solid Bones Solid Bones is a commentator at Evo, and it was running the beginner strive bracket for Sejam's Discord. So yeah, I'm gonna jump on, do some strive commentary.
Yeah. Content for beginners. That's why I like to
love it. Yeah. And if I get shit wrong, it's okay because it's for beginners. So my ass gets blown out, but not too hard because you know they don't know the difference, right? Just don't talk about frame data, right?
Don't mention numbers.
Don't mention numbers, and you'll be okay. Okay, got it.
Oh, that was an overhead. He should have been standing to block that. There you go. You're clean. You're clean. Accessible content.
Yeah, there we go.
It's kind of like there's this chess player, Gotham Chess, Levi, and he's in like IM, but he's not a grandmaster, and people are like, he's leading people to a treasure that he cannot attain himself, and I'm like, that's still cool. That's still valuable. That's a teacher. You need those. Sometimes you can't reach the mountaintop, but you can tell people.
But
how
he's
to reach
teaching
them.
people.
Yeah, he's teaching people, and he's super smart, super clever.
Maybe he should get a butt plug.
Hey yo, if you know, you know.
What's going on?
Yeah. Yes, I believe I have mentioned the clips to watch.
In the meantime,
what's going on the algorithm?
Oh, there's a new clip, but it wasn't ready yet. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so the new algorithm clip ain't ready yet, but once it is, it'll be up. It'll be good, and hopefully it'll be contrite. There have been events that have occurred. There are things that. Well, anyways, let's just say that I may. There are things that have occurred where I may have owed Reggie an apology, and we might be revisiting some of those times. So please look forward to Woolie versus the algorithm. Go! Stay tuned. Fun stuff. Good clips coming.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know which one is happening.
No.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
There you go. There you go.
Sweet.
Yep.
I like the sound of that.
By the way, completely accidental matching fashion today. What's up with that?
Yeah, I actually put another T-shirt, and then I saw this one on the chair, and I was like, I'll just put it right there.
Yeah,
right now, because I had such a good time at MagFest.
There you go. How about that?
And I hope we can go again.
It would be cool.
It would be nice,
but it is uncertain.
It's always uncertain.
It is uncertain.
It's always in the future. Yeah,
the future is uncertain. But what is certain is that I'll see you guys next week.
Stay alive, folks.